Oh, Marita boy, back up in this thing, man. Listen. Man, we're gonna go over the YNW Melly case, but also, man, I want to talk about Stank Bortlan, man. Listen, shout out to my moderators, Dream Doll, Sophisticated Nuno, Battalion Bully, the Chicks 1000, aka Chick 1K. Shout out to Nephew for Real. Shout out to Flyboy Mike 04. Shout out to my guy, Audio Crack 22. Also, shout out to Unspoken Crime Mysteries, Unspoken Crime Murders. My boy got 2 channels. Go subscribe. Also, shout out to my guy, Spoon. Go subscribe to this channel. That's YNW Juvie's father, Spoonfuls of Game on YouTube, man. My boy be dropping heat. Man, if you want to know something about the Melly case, man, go and get it straight from the horse's mouth. Go and subscribe to Spoonfuls of Game or subscribe to this channel right now. But listen, boy, listen. Shout out to King AK47 because he summed up what I've been saying for a long time. Stank Bortlan, boy, you better get on your game, boy. I told you what the play was, boy. I told you what you should be doing, boy. Know what I'm saying? But hey, you want to play hard. You want to be a real nigga, though. Well, when the motherfucking police come and your ass got to go up that road, boy, and Track and Melly and all them turn their back on you, boy. All right. When keeping it real goes wrong. Like I told y'all, boy, get out them streets, man. Get out them streets and you ain't got to go through this type of stuff, man. But listen, I'm going to play King AK47 video. I got to play his video because he summed it up real nice and he touched on something that even I didn't think about. Even I didn't think about this. But he's right. He 100% right. He got you on this one, Stank Feet. All right.
Y'all make sure y'all hit that like button and subscribe to the channel. How is YNW Bortlan about to beat his case? How? Bruh, I don't know if Melly's smart and planned all this out. Perfect crime. Or if Bortlan just dumb. It didn't think nothing through. But there's no way Bortlan getting out of this. Let's break down. Now, this is what I'm gathering. Now, I could be wrong. Y'all let me know. Melly's whole defense is casting reasonable doubt. And they winning. And at this route, Melly gonna beat his case. But one thing I noticed was Melly defense wanted separate trials from Bortlan and Melly. Bortlan does not have the same lawyers Melly have, right? So whatever action Melly has nothing to do with Bortlan's action. And the way the prosecution is going at Melly has nothing to do with how the prosecution is going to go at Bortlan. So at first I was thinking the only way Bortlan can get out of this is if he tells on Melly. But even if he tells on Melly, he's still basically admitting to accessory to a murder, moving dead bodies and tampering with evidence and all this. Y'all, Melly is not fighting. Melly does not have the circumstances Bortlan have on him. And if I'm Bortlan, I'm sitting there like, wow, I'm messed up. Think about it. Melly was not seen with the dead bodies. To me, the defense is trying to say Melly wasn't even there. They trying to fight Melly wasn't there, right? And winning at it. Bortlan can't fight that because he was with the dead bodies. In Bortlan's initial story, he didn't say he shot, Melly shot, nobody shot out the car, right? So there's one question that's going to fry Bortlan. If you, Juvie, Sack Chaser, and Melly was inside of this vehicle, and a car pulled up, and they shot at y'all, how can gunshot residue from inside a whole nother car travel inside your car and land on you? Melly don't.
He is right, y'all. He is 100% right. And I can't believe I ain't even think of that. He right. That's why I had to play this video. Shout out to King AK47. He 100% right. I've been said Stank Feet got to tell if this is on the way out, but King AK-47 summed it up even better than I had. I never thought about the gunshot residue on Bortlan. He's right. He got gunshot residue on him. If it was a drive-by, how the hell you get gunshot residue on you? What he's talking about in the scenario that if Melly, he's saying when Bortlan goes to trial, and Bortlan's situation is not going to be, they're not going to be able to create as much reasonable doubt on him as Melly lawyers can. They ain't even got the same lawyers. You're gonna have to explain going to the hospital with 2 dead bodies. You're gonna have to explain riding around in the car with 2 dead bodies. You're gonna have to explain having blood on you. You're gonna have to explain having gunshot residue on you. You're gonna have to explain lying and saying it was a drive-by and it was in the wrong spot and all of this type shit. Like, bro, like you is up shit creek without a paddle. That goes back to when I was listening to Bruce Rivers. Bruce Rivers say he'd be shocked if Bortlan don't snitch. He said he'd be shocked. He said Bortlan definitely most likely gonna testify. And that's when I was telling y'all earlier that them lawyers that Melly got, they're going to very soon here switch to blaming Bortlan every fucking day in trial. This is going to happen because they only have one other person to blame it on. They ain't gonna blame it on Melly because they, of course, is his lawyers and they defended him. And the other 2 guys are deceased. It's only Bortlan to blame this on. Damn all that shit what they said in the opening statements and opening all this about somebody who in the Instagram and somebody said they took claim for it and all this bullshit. And no, that was all smoke and mirrors. I'm telling you, that was the Kansas City Shuffle. That was watch this hand, but I'm pulling the magic trick with this hand. They finna blame Bortlan. That black dude, that bald-headed white dude, and that big-ass looking bitch finna be blaming the fuck out of Bortlan. Trust me. So that made me think of when people be talking about, here go the Melly fans. Oh, it was a plan. It was a plan. It was thought out. It was a plan. They know what they doing. Bullshit. Bortlan ain't know nothing about this shit. And if he did, he a goddamn fool and let them manipulate him. But the jig is up now, big dog. You finna do life for this nigga, or your ass gonna snitch. One or the other. I've been said Stank feet need to snitch or got to snitch. But hey, he trying to be a real nigga though. Let's see what happened to him.
Have the residue on him. Bortlan does. There's also a spent shell case. Gun residue, spent shell case, You also changed your clothes. What Melly lawyer said, my client did basically casting great reasonable doubt off Melly, make Bortlan look crazy. And on top of that, you was with the bodies. And then this is another thing Bortlan gonna have to fess up to. Since you was with the bodies, that means you was riding around town for an hour with dead bodies in your vehicle. Melly, if they prove Melly wasn't there, or if Melly get found not guilty, he's not facing none of that because who bright idea was it? Who in human history idea was it to make Bortlan go and bring them dead bodies? Bortlan, I want you to know this right now, sir. The reasonable doubt that Melly's defense is casting on him will not be casted for you. You have DNA, you have evidence, you have things on you that Melly do not have on him. So let's just say if he did kill his 2 friends, guess what? You going to jail. Let's say Melly get found guilty for killing his 2 friends. Guess what? You going to jail. Let's say Melly get found not guilty for killing his 2 friends. Guess what? You going to jail. And then let's say you do testify on Melly. You know what Melly defense gonna say? If he lied to y'all about the initial story, how can we find him credible? Bortlan is done. If anybody can tell me any different, why N.W. Bortlan is going to jail? It just depends on if he's going to jail for accessory to murder, actual murder, because I feel like this is what the defense did. Okay. We might not can't beat Melly, even though we know it feel like he did kill him. If we can't beat Melly, we got you next, Bortlan. And you know that too, Bortlan. So sit there and think about it real long and strong. Melly's defense not even fighting the drive-by. No. What I've heard from Melly's defense was my client wasn't there. Prove my client was there. There's no admission that Melly said that he was there. All they could go by is cell phones, and they could say Bortlan had the phone. Druby had the sector. Somebody had the phone. But the thing is, how did Track get the phone? See, Bortlan has been set up here. And I don't quite think Bortlan understands. And the thing what I don't get about Track, how you don't have charges. Let's say Melly get found not guilty. How Track get the phone? The phone was there. Now, Bortlan, unless you play it like this, Track was there. They gonna say you gave Track the phone. One of y'all had to give Track the phone. Somebody had to give Track the phone and Track wasn't there. But the phone was there. And if Melly beat this case, everything gonna fall on Bortlan. And why should they believe his word when he lied about the drive-by? Oh man, it's looking bad, bro. Now I'm not saying Melly. Look, to me, the way it's looking now, it looked like he got a strong chance of beating this, bro. But I know a question that everybody will have in the jury is, how the hell did he Track get that phone? You had to be there. And see, I don't think, the prosecution retarded too. Okay, fine. Y'all saying that ain't his phone. How did the manager get it? Gotta be Melly phone. Because if they prove that that's Melly phone, the juror's gonna be like, you was there. You feel me? This case confusing, man. I just feel like YW Bortlan's done. There's nothing he can do. If you admit that Melly killed them, you still accessory to murder. You help get the body, you get staged on, all that. If you don't say Melly there, you got enough evidence where they can directly indict you. All right, Melly beat this. Well, we direct indict and everything on help. They can do that. They can direct indict you. Oh, he not guilty? You got all this on you? Let's see. Bortlan, the ball on you, bro. It's either you gonna, cause you're doing time either way. It's either you gonna do a long ass time or just a long time. But y'all let me know in the comment section how y'all feel. King AK47.
He 100% right, y'all. He's 100% right. That nigga ass is cooked. But I'm gonna say this. Shout out to Dream Dog. Dream Dog say Track admitted it was Melly's phone when he gave it to the police. Good observation, Dream Dog. I even take a step further than that. I'm gonna piggyback on what you said, Dream Dog. Damn good observation. If I'm the state attorney, I'm asking Track where you got the phone from. When I get you on that goddamn stand, Mr. Francois, I'm asking you, where did you get that phone from? And if you lie to me, your ass will be on the first banana boat back to Port-au-Prince, motherfucker. Back over there in Blood Diamond Land. Back over there where they purging that rat motherfucking night. That's why I take your motherfucking ass at. As soon as Track get on that stand, if I'm the state attorney, I'm saying, you took this phone to us. You gave this phone to us, and you told us this Melly phone, correct? He's going to say correct. He's going to say that. They got interviews where Track said that's Melly's phone. Okay, if he lied and say that ain't Melly's phone, your ass going to jail. You going to jail. You going straight to jail. Do not pass go. Do not collect $200. All this money that you making off all these artists, like you say, artists. You know that's how he say. He say artists is. All this money you making off all your artists, that shit gonna be done. You're gonna be over there and over there purging for your life, motherfucker. You feel what I'm saying? So we know he don't want to go back over there. That's one thing we seen in the statement he gave. How can I help you? I can't tell you nothing from inside here. You know I gotta get out to get my ear to the streets. This was Track was saying in the statement to the two immigration officers and I think Detective Moretti. You know what I'm saying? So you know he gonna motherfucking tell the truth when he get on that stand. Cause Trackhead, one thing about Trackhead, he no goddamn fool. He ain't getting up them goddamn millions that he making in this nice life he done created for himself for Melly. Hell no, he gonna tell. He the one who gave the phone up. So you already know what he gonna do. That's what I would do. You know what I'm saying? If I'm the state attorney, he gonna tell. Shout out to Dream Doll. She said it. You know what I'm saying? But back to Stank Feet Bortlan. For all of y'all that thought this was a plan between Bortlan and Melly, no. And this is when keeping it real goes wrong, dog. I'm telling you this shit. We all pretty much feel like Bortlan ain't killed nobody, right? I mean, even Spoon don't feel like Bortlan did this shit. I don't feel like Bortlan did this shit either. You know what I'm saying? He finna fucking go to jail for the rest of his fucking life, and he didn't even pull no trigger. Remember I told y'all a long time ago that Bortlan need to snitch, and if he don't snitch, I'm gonna be right here making a video on him, and it's gonna say YNW Bortlan, a goddamn fool. Remember I said that, y'all. Remember I said that, right? I told you, and I stick it to my word. I'm gonna make that video say Stank Feet Bortlan, a goddamn fool. He gonna be a goddamn fool. He trying to be a real nigga though. Listen, I keep telling y'all, take it for somebody who been out there. Get out the streets, young men, young women. Any of y'all that thinking that shit cool, that shit ain't cool. This is the situation that you get caught up in. You know what I'm saying? You can't never tell whether you're going to get caught up in these type of situations. You might be riding with a motherfucker and they do some shit. I'm telling you. I'm telling you this. But hey, man, hey, I told Stank Feet Bortlan. He want to keep posting Melly and all this and that. That's thinking Melly his friend. Melly ain't your motherfucking friend. How he your friend when you see him kill his y'all other two best friends? But you know what? This is a fitting end for somebody like you. You know why? Because you went along with that bullshit. And I told you God is real. When I told y'all my God gonna show up and show out, and he's showing out on that Stank Feet motherfucker right now. He got to be stressing. If he ain't, he dumb in the motherfucker. I told y'all. This is what happens when you think you're smart, when you want to dance with the devil in the pale moonlight, when you want to be a killer, when you want to be a thug, when you want to be a gangster. Now I ain't knocking them. I'm saying some people, some people do what they do. Everybody, everybody got roles, and some people just that. But I'm saying this boy had a choice. He definitely had a choice. He still got a choice. He still got a choice, but he want to be down. You see what I'm saying? And you finna go down with that motherfucking ship, nigga. You a goddamn fool. Let me tell you something. Take it for somebody who been to jail. I'd rather be broke and free than to be rich in jail. By the time he get 40 and he's sitting in that motherfucker, and he gonna be sitting in that motherfucker, he gonna be like, man, I shouldn't even did that shit, dog. Damn right you shouldn't have did that shit. I told you, soon as that motherfucker would have told me, hey man, I need to take these dead bodies to the hospital, and that, I would say, yeah, I got you, dog. I would have been trying to get him there quick. You feel me? Because I've been trying to save my dog's life. I'm just saying, just say he would have did that shit, and I would have been scared that he gonna shoot me. I'd have jumped in the, hey bro, I'm from the take him to the hospital. I got you. What the story is? Okay, yeah. I got you, bro. I got you. What you want me to drop you off at? Drop you off right there. Bro, when I get to that hospital, I'm hook sliding up in that bitch. I'm Tokyo drifting up in that bitch. Then when I get in that bitch, I'm gonna go to that pass out. I'm gonna grab my dogs up out that bitch. I'm gonna say, help. I might have been talking to him on the way there. Hey man, y'all hold on, my nigga. Hold on, bro. Hold on. I got you, bro. Bro, when I got to the hospital, I'd have grabbed ass about that bitch. I'd have been dragging him to that goddamn front door, my nigga. Hey, y'all help me. I'd have, once the doctors and shit would have got him and put him on the gurney, they got to went straight to that police that be sent right there in the emergency room. Hey, his name is Jamel Demus. Yep, he about 5'5", 110. He look like a Geico lizard. I call him right back for you. Look, he over in the bushes, right over there. Them bushes right around there. That's where he at. Yeah, look, I call him for you. Listen, we can track it right now. I'm gonna take you. Listen, fuck a fake drive-by. That nigga told me. He told me to tell you I was a drive-by. I was so scared for my life. He had a gun on me. He was gonna kill me. I'd have told him all that shit straight up. And look, I would have told the police, listen, don't take me to jail. I want to go help y'all find this motherfucker. I'm with y'all. I'm gonna tell you everywhere he be at. Everywhere he be at, I'm going right there with you. Yep, right there. No, I ain't snitching. I'm telling. Y'all could tell that motherfucker I told. Hell yeah. Ooh. That was the only play. I ain't finna go to jail for the rest of my life for some dumb shit. I ain't kill nobody. I ain't kill nobody. You think I'm finna go to fucking jail? Man, you got me fucked up, man. Listen, my mama ain't raised no motherfucking fool, y'all. Bro, you better be able to think out here. You better be able to think for your motherfucking self out here, bro. And anybody who listening to me, y'all, I'm telling you, you better be able to think out here for yourself. You'll get tricked off the streets. You'll get manipulated out this bitch. I'm telling you, and that's what happened with Stank Feet Bortlan. You know what I'm saying? Listen, I'm telling you, I can't wait to make that motherfucking video on this nigga, dog. I can't wait to make this motherfucking video on this nigga. For real. I can't motherfucking wait. I'm just telling you the real, dog. Bro, you got real niggas or people being honest now, bro. I'm telling you, King AK-47 is being honest. I've been seeing the only play for Bortlan to make. I fell down to my knees when the law came, when that motherfucker opening statement came and that black dude said, Bortlan did it. Y'all didn't even investigate Bortlan. I fell down to my knees when the law came. I was like, what? I say, what? I thought Melly was his friend. Look, Melly over there just smiling. He don't give a fuck about you, Bortlan. Man, all right, dog. He ain't give a fuck about the niggas who had their name tattooed on his face. You think he gave a fuck about you? He didn't have you no phone, nigga. You had the police opened your clothes in the goddamn court. You had on a Drew Filmed It shirt, somebody else's shoes, and some goddamn Goodwill pants, nigga. Man, I thought you was Drew Filmed It cameraman or something. I thought you carried Drew Filmed It equipment around, motherfucker. Man, I'm so tired. I'm just so sick of you. I'm sick of you. Listen, you deserve everything you get. You's a damn fool. You's a damn fool. Let me tell you something, son. Like King AK-47 say, I hope this video get to you, son. If you don't walk your stank feet ass, if you don't walk your stank feet ass down to that state attorney office and tell them every fucking thing you know and throw yourself on the mercy of that goddamn court, I'm going to enjoy making this video about your dumb ass when them people give your motherfucking ass life. I'm going to enjoy it. I'm telling you this. I'm going to thoroughly enjoy it because I told you, you can't be this goddamn dumb. You make me fucking sick. I'm going to drop the link, man. Y'all can let me know how y'all feel, man. I just had to get that shit off my chest because I had to get it off my chest. Long live Sack, long live Juven. Y'all gonna get some motherfucking justice. One way or the motherfucking other. God gonna make sure of that. I just dropped the link. Y'all want to come up? Y'all do? Let me know. I just had to go off on a little tangent. Let's see. Hit that like button, y'all. Hit that like button too. Hit that like button.
I love honey.
What's up? What's up? What's up?
Hey, Tanel.
Man, we're going to have a virtual party on sentencing day. I promise you.
Hey, Tanel.
Virtual party. You hear me?
Yeah, I hear you.
Okay, we're going to have a virtual party on sentencing.
What?
Everybody get your damn liquor. Get your
Right.
weed, whatever you partake in.
Right.
And we all going to get on here. And we going to have us a damn party.
We're going to have us a party, boy. I'm talking about for real, man.
But nah. Bortlan he done. He cooked. He fried.
He's cooked.
Ain't no other way you can think of it. I didn't even think of the damn thing where he talking about, how did you get the gunpowder residue on you if it's a drive-by? I hadn't even thought of that.
Me neither, Tanel. I promise
All the
you.
shit we done came up with, nobody never thought of that.
Man, I never thought of it. I ain't gonna even lie to you. That's why I had listen. That's why I had to play AK-47. Man, I say, boy, he goddamn sure thought of one because I didn't even think of that.
I didn't either. But he right. Shit.
Yeah,
How is that even possible?
right.
So he cooked. And I
Right.
can't wait to see it. You know,
Yeah.
he's still running around here talking about free Melly. No, if
What?
Melly goes free, that means your ass going down for sure, for sure.
Mm-hmm.
Stupid.
And
Like 6ix9ine would say, stupid.
stupid, and you gonna get the full brunt of that judicial system down there because they gonna be definitely mad.
Oh, hell yeah. So you better hope Melly don't go free. Matter of fact, you dumbass, you need to make sure you prevent Melly from going free.
That's what I'm
Stupid.
that's what I'm saying. And I forgot what I see somebody in the chat says too late for the snitch. I think I
No, it
watched.
ain't.
Now I'm gonna say I think I watched a lawyer. I think that was a video I watched today, and I think he said that you can still snitch. Like he can still
Oh,
snitch.
he's got up until the time that the jury gets the case.
Right.
He can come in there on the last day of trial and before the jury get the case, say, I want to tell. And they are going to have to allow that shit in the evidence.
Right.
So, nah, he's got plenty of time to snitch.
And the state attorney would definitely take him right now. She'll give him a deal.
Hell yeah.
I don't think he's gonna get immunity, but I think he'll get a good little low sentence, maybe 10 years, maybe 5, something like that.
He might get like 1 or 2 shit. She need him bad.
Yeah.
She need him bad.
Yeah.
So she might reduce them charges down to a fucking misdemeanor just to get Melly.
Nigga, you got 2 first-degree murders and accessory after the fact, and you could end up with little time. I bet I would have signed that plea. I'd have been down there as soon as that black dude would have finished his opening statements. I would already been there. I promise.
I told you I would have been busting down the door to my lawyer's office so I could talk. We need to go talk to the prosecutor. They trying to put this shit on me. It wasn't me.
I'm just saying to now. I got a question. Is that boy that dumb?
Yes. And he didn't have nobody around him to tell him.
Yeah.
That's what I keep saying. He ain't got no parents to guide him. So, because I keep saying it, if he was mine, ain't no way in hell. This shit he would have been snitching from the word go. Come on, son. You need to tell these people what the fuck happened because you ain't going down for no murder you didn't commit.
Mm-hmm.
Period.
Mm-hmm.
So he ain't got no good guidance because ain't no good mama or daddy gonna let their son do them shit like this and not say nothing.
Mm-mm.
And be sitting back, kicking back, free Melly with his ass. Hell no.
And I want to exactly, and that's why. And listen, y'all, and that's why I keep trying to tell the people who I can reach about this street code shit. Look, this is what's part of what's trapping him. He wants to be loyal to a code, but the same person that he's claiming his loyalty to is seeking him, and he can't even tell, or he don't even want to tell because of the street code. But the same motherfucker who you trying to be loyal to is telling his lawyers to tell the jury that you did it.
Yep.
Get the fuck out of here, man.
Yep.
I've been telling these people, man, and I ain't never been in no situation like this. Thank God I ain't never been in no situation like this. But I'm saying I seen it happen time and time again. And I just could always think for myself. And once I saw it enough, and saw the bullshit that be happening, I just realized it's some bullshit. Yeah. Bullshit here. Yeah, you made
it's plenty of real niggas in jail right now that won't snitch because of some stupid ass street code that they adopted when they was fucking teenagers.
Right.
Now they in their 20s and 30s spending life sentences and football numbers in jail and looking stupid. You know, and then talking about free me, I'm innocent. Well, if you innocent, why didn't you say that shit from the word go? You know who did it. And the case that comes to mind for me is D Rose in Chicago. He didn't commit the murder that he in jail for. Now, I'm not saying he a fucking he's a fucking angel because he ain't. He did some shit now.
Right.
But that murder that he's locked up for, he did not commit. And everybody know it.
Everybody say he innocent. Everybody say D Rose innocent.
Yeah, but he's sitting in jail right now for how many years is it? 40? On some real nigga shit. because he still won't tell. All he's saying is free me, but he won't say free me because I'm innocent because I know the nigga who did it.
What?
Stupid.
What?
Stupid as hell. All you got to do is snitch because I think the
Man.
person who really did it is locked up too.
Wow.
And how you gonna let somebody else go down for your work? I don't understand that.
Wow.
If you
Listen,
gonna be a street nigga, be a real man at the top of it and take credit for your own shit. Don't let nobody else do no time for you.
definitely.
Especially if you are already doing time.
Definitely.
Let that man go free. You know he free. He innocent rather. So all that real nigga shit and all that street code shit, we have to remember what was his name that came on the panel the other night? What was it? Lil Kev from the
Yeah,
one that
yeah. Look here.
Lil Kev. Okay, remember he was saying that this street code shit of no snitching was invented by a fucking 14-year-old kid.
Yep. He said that.
You know, which is basically no snitching. What do it break down to in kid terms? Don't tell on me.
Right.
And they still got grown men trying to adopt this damn street code of don't tell on me. How stupid are you?
Man.
You don't have your own damn mind to be able to say, nah, I'm not doing that.
What?
Ain't no way in here. So, people got to think. Think for yourself. Stop going with the damn crowd. Stop being a follower. Be a leader and lead yourself. You don't have to be in a group of people to be a leader. That just means you don't follow nobody else. You're your
Exactly.
own man and your own woman. You make your
Exactly.
own choices, your own decisions, and follow your own path. Don't let these people lead you into a life of goddamn prison. Down a road of bad decisions, poverty, violence, drugs, addiction. Don't let nobody lead you down that shit. Be your own person. That's what I preach to my nephews. I got a nephew who just getting ready to go to college, and I got another one who's 21. I tell them all the time, be your own men. Do not follow nobody else's lead. Because they not gonna do what's best for you. They gonna do what's best for them. And then you gonna be the one sitting there looking stupid. Just like goddamn Bortlan is right there. What did he do? He followed somebody else. And what happened? Led him down the wrong damn path of death and destruction. Now he looking at damn life in prison for some shit he didn't do, and he won't open his mouth and just tell the truth.
And then was your friends.
And I was just about to say, and these are people you were with every damn day that he did this shit to. So how do you think and these were people he was with every day longer than you. So how the hell do you think he gonna do you if he would do juvie like that? I ain't even talking about sex. I'm talking about juvie. Them niggas have known each other since what, kindergarten?
Kindergarten, yeah.
How old are you in kindergarten? 5, 6 years old?
5 or 6.
Depending on your birthday?
Yeah.
So how the hell do you think he gonna do you if he do his day one like that? Man, y'all better act like you got some sense. You better act like you got some sense.
Okay, so Audio Crack says, so Marita, if Cortland had gunpowder residue on him, then answer me this, why they let him go in the first place. So this is what happened. Because I got the paperwork. I got the paperwork for his first his field test. They saying his field test came back negative. Let me pull it up. Let me pull it up for you guys real quick. His field test came back negative, right? But his lab test supposedly came back positive.
Right.
That's what.
Because the field test isn't as sensitive as the lab test.
Right.
So the field test can actually come back negative, and then your lab test come back positive. It happens all the time.
Right.
And so that's why they let him go, because they ain't really had no evidence of him committing a crime per se, because the gunpowder residue came back negative in the field. But if you look at the results that the dude did the other day, it kind of looked positive to me.
Right.
I think it was a positive test that he just called negative because the positive was so the sample was so like diluted. It was like just barely positive, and he's like, I'm gonna call that negative. That's a personal choice, I guess. But yeah, that's how that shit happened. And it's a shame that it came back positive in the end, and he's still trying to run with this damn drive-by scenario. Like, give it up. It ain't no drive-by that happened. That's been disproven as non-factual. Move the fuck on and just tell the truth, man. Like, I
Right,
really hope he hears somebody telling
right,
him to tell the truth because we don't want you to go down for some shit that you didn't do. I don't know you don't like you, really, really, truly don't like you because you're going along with this shit. But I still don't want to see an innocent person go to jail for a murder that they didn't fucking commit.
right.
Now,
Hold
were
on.
you an accessory after the fact? Absolutely.
Right. So here you go. Henry's hands were processed by Miramar Department crime scene technician Michael Kelly, first by submission for laboratory testing with Tritech gunshot residue. Hold on. Try what's that? Gunshot residue test. The presumptive gunshot residue test was negative. Lab tests are pending the Tritech gunshot residue evidence collection. So he initially, there it is right there. So he initially tested negative, but they saying, as we heard in open court, that the lab test came back positive. This is the field test right here. So there it is right there, y'all. I told you I had it. Yeah, there it is right there. So yeah.
Annie 411, yeah, he has Jana, which is Sack Chaser's mama name tattooed on his neck.
Yeah.
That's why he wearing them turtlenecks because he don't want the jury to see that he got one of his victims' mama's name tattooed on his neck.
It makes sense too because they keep wearing them goddamn turtlenecks.
And this collar real high with the tie on and stuff. Yeah, he don't want nobody to see them tattoos. But yeah, I really and truly hope that this message reaches Bortland some kind of way. Lord, make it happen. Stranger things have happened. You know, I hope the message reaches him. Like, save yourself, nigga. It's
Mm-hmm.
all about self-preservation.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know nobody who's gonna sacrifice their life like that. For a
Mm-mm.
nigga who don't even care if fuck about you enough to give you a damn phone. I don't get it. So hopefully he gets the damn message. We'll see. But Bortlan needs to go ahead and snitch. Oh, you're welcome, Ann or Ann. Yeah, that looks like Ann to me. I don't know why I said Annie. That's Ann. My bad.
Oh no, you good.
Oh no, I was apologizing by saying a name wrong. You know how I am by names.
Oh, hey, audio say now that's strange as fuck. In my opinion, it definitely. Well, okay. So did you see what happened though? So today in court, how I say them goddamn lawyers be putting some shit out their ass on Melly side. You see, they tried to hit that like button, y'all. Hit that like button, please. Hit that like button, please. Hit that like button. We going in on Stank Feet Bortlan tonight. So man, that man wearing other people's clothes, man.
I love the nickname, man.
Yeah,
St. Pete Bortlan, the Tippy Toe Bandit. Hey, I love the nicknames, man.
Yeah. Hey, listen, but you see what the lawyer tried to do today. They tried to make it like the police planted evidence. You saw that, right? They tried to make it like the police planted DNA evidence and all of this shit there. They were saying that first it wasn't no DNA evidence. Oh, and I want to say this too. When they was doing the DNA evidence, I didn't really catch on to what they was doing. They found Melly's DNA in that back seat on that left back seat. That's what they were doing.
What was it? The handle, the door handle,
right? And the seat. They found it on the seat too. Both.
Okay.
So that's what they think. I if I'm not mistaken, I'll double back and check. But definitely on the handle. But that's what they was trying to do. They was trying to place him in that position in the car. You see what I'm saying? But Melly's lawyers were trying to say that they planted evidence, this and that. Now they go back to what you were just saying, audio. They trying to throw it like See, they come up with them bitches got a list of excuses, boy.
Okay, because his next comment, audio crack, next comment says, could it be that he had it on his clothes? I'm trying to make it make sense in my head. Negative, now positive. It was on his clothes. They did find it on his shirt. But at the same time, they're saying that the field test they did on his hands.
Yeah,
Because they didn't test. I don't think that the test that they're talking about where it was negative originally and then came back positive. I don't think that was his clothes. That was his hands.
Hands. That's right. It was his hands.
So remember when the defense attorney said he had it on his hands and we were like, where the hell did that come from? It comes from this. When they did the testing in the lab, because it's certain amounts that you have to have of any quantity to pick up on these tests. And the quantity in the field test, you have to have much more for it to come up positive on the field test. Then when they send that same sample to the lab equipment is so much more sensitive. It can pick up on much smaller quantities of the gunshot residue. So that's why it's negative in the field, yet positive at the lab. Am I making sense?
Go ahead on First 48 Tanel.
Hey, I told you I watch a lot of true crime nigga shit.
Hey, boy, you explain that thing like a seasoned forensic scientist. CSI.
Okay, his next question now. Okay, so if it was his hands in what is it? In order to let him go, it must not have been enough to be the shooter, maybe. That's exactly it.
Right.
Remember, because they were just the ballistics expert said in an enclosed space, the gunshot residue is going to go everywhere and it's going to get on everything. So yeah, it got on his hands, but it was just enough for the lab test to pick it up, but not necessarily the field test because the quantity wasn't enough. There we go. Yeah, I feel like a damn expert. I can get up there and explain the shit better than they did.
I'm telling you. Oh, and I'm gonna say this too. Not to change subjects, we can go back to real quick. So even when they was doing the cell phone data, they said I think it was I watched a couple of lawyer shows today. I can't remember exactly which one I watched, but they were saying that the red dots were very damning because the red dot showed the path that they took in order to get to that secluded spot where the actually happened. And they were saying that was very damning. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah. That's why they fought so hard to get all of their damn evidence out, because they knew it was gonna fuck him up. They knew it. They knew that everything that their cell phone was gonna tell was gonna be what was really the damn evidence that was gonna seal the deal. That in the coroner. I've been telling you, I've been waiting on the damn cell phone analysis and the coroner. Because those are the two things that's gonna fuck him up.
Hey, y'all hit that like button. Please hit that like button.
Okay, it makes sense now. Audio crack. Okay, cool. I'm glad I explained that we're somebody. It made sense to somebody else but me, because I knew in my head what I'm trying to explain. I'm glad it came out right.
Yeah,
right,
cool. it came out real good. Tanel, you did a great job, actually. Great job explaining it. I want to play the lawyer because he explained some stuff very very well too, guys. Anybody else want to come up? You want to talk before I play the video? I can always wait to play the video. But
it's lonely up here with just us two. Come on,
Tanel, I'm pretty sure you don't watch the lawyer already, ain't it?
I haven't watched that video yet. I got off the live earlier and went to sleep. Shit, I was tired.
Let's look at the Cup Boys. I like the Cup Boys. We'll look at the lawyer, but let's look at the Cup Boys.
Yeah, I haven't watched his either, but I know he had just dropped it.
Yeah, I like both of them. I like the Cup Boys because he be kind of like a little comedy with it, but and he got a little sense with it. But I like the lawyer, because he's a lawyer.
Got a little heated today.
Yeah.
Visibly annoyed with the prosecutor committing a discovery violation by adding another phone data download, which was conducted a month ago. Then a DNA analyst comes up and explains how much of DNA from Bortlan, Sack Chaser, and Juvie is in the car. But they just found DNA of Melly on the car door 3 weeks ago. 4 years later, on the door handle, suddenly right when the trial is starting. Very strange if you ask me. It gets pretty interesting towards the end of the video, so stick around for that. If you're to my channel, subscribe, follow me on Twitter, Instagram, let's get it.
Miramar Police Department had any other software to test the results of their Celebrate download. He said, no, the state advised me that there was another one done on another software in June of this year, which the state did not disclose the closing of the discovery, and the court denied closing discovery nonetheless.
So the guy yesterday that did the Celebrate software actually did use a different software too, but he was on the stand saying that he didn't use another one. So that's weird. Maybe someone else did.
But wants now to introduce to another witness the fact that another analysis was done in June of this year. We would object to that admission based upon the discovery violation and the ambush that would ensue.
Yeah, why would they add that in the last 3 weeks?
And the only reason why it's even coming up is because of counsel's questioning. So based on counsel's questioning and asking if there was additional or other ways to prove it, different witness, Detective Melly, did a second analysis.
Prosecutor basically just said this is all coming up because the defense asked about the software comparison between other softwares. So she's saying it's not her fault, it's the defense's fault.
Download was done on different software. That was just 2 weeks ago.
Yes.
When did you find out about it?
I still don't have a copy of it.
So this is new information Detective Zeller doesn't know about,
Correct.
and Detective Moretti hasn't been told about.
Correct.
Going to doing further investigation. One, we again keep arguing that that is an ambush that affects the fairness of the trial.
Yeah, I don't think that they should be allowed to add this and second download. Doing this when the trial's already fucking starting, dude.
One, we need a discovery cutoff. We need one to be put in place now.
How has there not already been a discovery cutoff? I feel like this has been an argument in this trial for like months. There was apparently a cutoff back in April of 2022, but then they kept adding shit then after that. So when are we going to be able to cut off evidence being added? Is that ever going to be a thing?
So if this download was done a few weeks ago, that is the material that should be turned over. And it was not. And we would object to any reference to it.
First look at Melly today. I saw people tweeting that apparently he was very relaxed today, chilling, happy again. All right, boys, if you didn't already know, it's smooth sack summer. I know you want to keep your balls cool while still looking hot with Manscaped. The Performance Package 4.0 is the ultimate grooming.
What? I don't want to hear about no motherfucking Manscaped.
Yeah, they kill me when they be dropping the damn commercials right in the middle.
And have you used historical records to locate fugitives and missing persons before?
Yes.
This phone number, 772-713-9807. Is that one of the phone records that you analyzed in this case?
Yes.
This man Melly weighs $120. This is just the breakdown of the latitude and longitude that they got from the T-Mobile records in the iPhone X. Basically a bunch of nerdy tower shit that is going to bore everyone. I want to see the breakdown of the Melly evidence though, dude.
Have you created a demonstrative exhibit to show the ladies and gentlemen of the jury what a cell tower is?
Yes.
Would it help in explaining and the understanding of the testimony?
Yes.
Judge, we're going to object before she publishes the jury in the sidebar.
Yes.
Objected something. Judge, I think, overruled it by saying this is just helping the jury understand it. The science behind cell towers.
Page 4 of the demonstrative exhibit at this point. You explained the flashlights and things like that. Can you demonstrate again on this particular image?
Here in the center of the blue circle would be the tower that was listed in the report. And this big blue circle, that's not a coverage area. That's not saying that, hey, the phone has to be somewhere. That they're just flagging that as the tower.
All these green dots around the screen are towers. All
Is it
right.
your testimony that the phone is definitely within that circle somewhere?
No,
So it's not within the circle somewhere. Okay.
this is showing the direction that the flashlight is pointed.
Locations of interest. So this is every, I would imagine, location that the car went. It started at the studio. So I believe blue dot is where Bortlan said the shooting happened. Right, boys? Red dot, all the way over here near the Everglades, like at least 10 minutes away, is where they discovered that, you know, the shell casings and all the shit on the side of the road that the dog found.
Then the phone number 954.
They really had to change it from names, but they kept it red. It's not as confusing. Okay, I was like, the jury's gonna be confused without seeing the names, but they're gonna be like, red, that probably means the defendant, and then blue is the victim.
Do you know who either of those phone numbers belong to?
Objection. Outside of scope of knowledge.
Why would the prosecutor ask, do you know who any of these phone numbers belong to, when it was a whole big deal yesterday to not connect the names to the phone numbers in front of the jury?
Okay, and the 772-713-9807, that's the same one that we discussed in States 28 that I published earlier.
Objection, Your Honor. He also testified that he never saw the document before, so it's outside of scope of knowledge.
Just think.
Okay. 772-713.
Objection, Your Honor. She's not leaving up there.
You can objection,
She's
Your Honor.
stating the jury.
Just leave that.
That says the analysis of the two phone numbers that the conducting analysis for.
Yeah, so if there's circles by themselves, basically the phone connected to a tower by itself, because the phones kind of ping around to different towers. So some are going to match up like this right here, red and blue, and some are going to be alone.
You're saying you didn't have this report?
So we got this report this morning while I was sitting in the courtroom. We don't have a trainer here. So I asked the state to do the professional courtesy and give me a copy of the documents that she would be using for this testimony. And I'm noticing she gave me a report from Local Mother's phone. All I'm asking is to give us the actual documents that she's showing the witness. And to say I emailed it to you while we were sitting in the courtroom is a little disingenuous.
His lawyer's talking to B Slime and his mom.
Can you make copies of for those?
I have printed, I found all of them. If there's one that she's missing, I'm happy to do so. Hold them up again. I printed them all this morning.
Counsel suggested she doesn't have them, so I just want to make sure she has
Of
them.
course, and that's no problem. So they've all been turned over via email. This is all in there, the original copies as well.
What a shit show, dude. Defense team saying they're missing something. Prosecutor has an attitude and says that she gave them everything already. And now we're worried about a printer, dude.
She says she doesn't have the documents. Just print a copy of all the documents and give them to her. That should have been it. That should have been the whole thing. But the back and forth just kind of shows that the prosecutor is just trying to show the defense attorney is not being completely honest with the court, and it's unnecessary. It doesn't help the case at all. She should have just said, okay, judge, no problem.
Judge doesn't seem very happy. What happened before the recess there? Printing something.
And it speaks of the need for the discovery cutoff to avoid the very term I use, ambush. The evidence that can be introduced into a trial should have some finite parameters. Comes here and asks jurors to put somebody to death, suggests that they have completed an investigation that warrants that co-signing. It's not only an ambush, but it's an insult to the process.
That makes no sense. Discovery cutoff should have been before they even picked the jury. I may sound biased towards the defense right now, but this has been a case for 5 fucking years. Or almost 5 years. Holy shit. Let's get it going. You don't have all your evidence yet? 4.5 years later?
They don't get to keep plugging holes as the proceedings go forward. A discovery deadline is to avoid surprise, avoid ambush, and a party that engages in that ought not to get the benefit.
Yesterday, that they were looking at Instagram posts and everything that happened as recently as this week, but yet they provided nothing to the state. So if there's any deadline or any sort of Instagram post on both parties.
Prosecutor just said something about the Instagram post. Maybe it's being posted on Melly's account recently. That was brought up yesterday.
And that's a discovery violation. I'm finding it to be a discovery violation. That's not coming.
He just said it's a discovery violation, so he's siding with the defense.
Use a new discovery that I think it's all needs to be happening, but this is what's going on. We're gonna have this if you find something new. There's a whole, as counsel describes it, and you try to find evidence to plug up the hole. That's new discovery. You got a meeting with the detective in May when we're in hiatus because I'm on vacation. Right? Got a meeting with him in May. Bortlan does a different download with something other than Celebrite, and therefore you have more information. Don't make the defense aware of it. You hold that to yourself. You go ahead and put on a couple weeks trial testimony, and then when it comes up after he in cross-examination points something out, or you bring it up and say, well, by the way, it seems to me that's not what's supposed to happen. Not supposed to happen. That's a discovery act.
Ooh, judge put his foot down, dude. That was about 60 seconds of him basically saying she fucked up and no more discovery being submitted. Obviously, that should be a thing.
So defense counsel is attacking the veracity of the Celebrate program on that. So in regards to that, that's the only reason why that even brought up.
He keeps saying that the defense was attacking the veracity of the Celebrate, but that's not why she did it a month ago, because the defense we weren't even in trial yet a month ago. It was still pre-trial.
Okay, so this shows 2 data points. We're using the same power in sector, power 151, 685, sector 13.
352 is around the time where they say Melly killed them. So he's explaining that it could go.
Originality is overrated.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh yeah.
Based off other data that they gave him. This is around the time where they say Melly got out of the car and staged the drive-by at 4:02. This is around the time where Melly got out of the car and left Bortlan with the bodies. That's why Melly's phone right here is all the way over here, and now Zacchaeus' phone is over here. So they're separated at this point.
And you may have an opinion as to whether or not they separated during this time frame.
During this time frame?
Yes, 417 to 423.
I don't know. There's not data here before.
He just said to me, I don't think there's enough data here for that.
But during that time period, this tower also saw the phone, 348. During that time period, this tower also saw the phone, 349. 350, this tower saw it. You have all the towers from all different locations.
These people on the jury are going to be confused. You already know. Like, it's good evidence for the prosecution, but this is confusing for, like, the average person. Phone pinged around multiple towers in the area at the same time. Ellie seems to be paying attention to this guy. I saw him taking notes too at one point.
Yes, counsel, I'm sorry. I just figured it was
Still giggling.
The objection is that although those diagrams might accurately present what he testified to, his testimony alone talks about those diagrams are inaccurate, imprecise, excuse me. Specifically, he stated in his testimony that there is a margin of error and cannot precisely determine the location of the phones when the mapping tends to show a precise location. The maps alone contradict his testimony.
The FBI agent did say that it could be inaccurate, and there's this big arch that the phones could be on in that whole area. They're pointing out little holes. That's their job.
So I didn't know the objection was overruled.
Judge overruled it and basically said that you have your chance to ask him questions when you cross-examine.
Our next question comes from Melly Lover. My question is the evidence against YNW...
Our next question comes from Melly Lover. Dude, what are kids doing, bro? Why is that your name? So Melly's lawyer's up and cross-examining.
So, so it's an estimated distance, correct?
Yes.
All right. How does T-Mobile determine? I think you testified earlier that T-Mobile determines the distance by speed times time equals distance, correct?
Yes.
All right. And how fast is that signal traveling?
That's the line.
Right. And you testified earlier that the speed of light is a static number, correct?
Yes.
And one of the things that I came across when I was looking at the speed of light was that it could actually be a 3 times 10 to the 8 power meters per second, or the actual number is 2.99792458 times 10 to the 8 power. So if you know, is T-Mobile using the higher number of the 3 or using the actual number of the speed of light?
I don't know.
Just curious, would that estimate, because we talk a lot about sectors and I'll get further into it, is it possible that that estimate would change what sector you're paying off of?
Possible.
Tell me about any publication that would tell us about the expected accuracy of the time advance records.
So she's nitpicking every little scientific detail, trying to cast out for the jury. And I'm sure the jury is as confused as everyone else.
Yeah, from a training experience, not T-Mobile specifically, but I mean, that's for regardless of whether it's T-Mobile or Verizon spreading it.
All right, so is this an estimate that's being made by T-Mobile?
The distance,
Yeah.
power?
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah.
So would you say that this is T-Mobile's best estimate and it's actually no more accurate than the call detail records themselves?
Well, training experience, generally time advance is accurate. Call detail records are accurate.
Or any more or less accurate than the call data?
Well, the call detail records will be have to be more accurate because they are less precise. So without a doubt, that is the sector of the phone.
Basically explained that call detail records are more accurate than this data that he did.
Based on the information, you can't really tell the court precisely which locations these phones are following, can you?
One of the limitations of cellular analysis is that you can only say a general area of the device would be a period of time.
All right. So even with the general analysis, all of the stuff that we've gone through for about 4 or 5 hours, at the end of the day, you can never give an exact location.
True.
All right.
I pointed out that term general area yesterday, and they did exactly that. They were fishing for his answer to say it's a general area.
And could you tell if somebody was walking around a car with a phone? Did you ever tell that?
No.
Okay.
Oh, that's a good question. Because the prosecution says Melly got out of the car, walked around, shot the car up, staged drive-by. That's a good question.
Do you double check that report?
In my experience, the records that we get from telecommunications providers are accurate, which is why this works. I know other cast assets who have cases where there's a red flag or a problem, and then we contacted the engineers and say, hey, there's something that's not making sense. You need to look more into this.
He just admitted that in other cases, some of the data doesn't make sense, so they contact engineers. But in this, there was no data that didn't make sense, so he just assumed that it was accurate. He seems to be paying a lot more attention today, probably because it's the phone records, compared to other days when he was doodling.
You have 100% trust in T-Mobile and its records, so you just get them and you go off of that, correct?
I plot the data from T-Mobile and do the analysis.
Said you just trust T-Mobile and you analyze the data that you get from T-Mobile. You're fully trusting T-Mobile.
I'm relying on the accuracy of records, yes.
All right. So
Look, you see that? He's looking right at the guy every time he answers.
do you not have any of the measurements for the underlying true call data?
I don't think so.
Is it not true that they could also be over here?
Yes.
And could 9807 be over here and 9081 be over here?
Yes. I don't think so. Yes.
And right here.
Yes.
Common sense says that they were both on the highway, because why would you be in the middle of the Everglades over here? But it's casting doubt.
What's the difference between the engineering report and the call detail report?
So the call detail records what the phone was doing, the phone's calls, and texts. They will list a tower and a sector.
Is this a precise estimate of which towers saw that phone?
Yes.
And how can you say that?
Because they listed the records listed specific towers that saw the phone at a specific time. That the phone is generally somewhere in the area shown.
Prosecutors explaining that call detail records are extremely accurate compared to the data we just saw.
And highlight instances exactly where on your records it corresponds to the records that's provided from T-Mobile.
Yeah, we go through line by line and say, here's the map I made, here's how the corresponding line and the T-Mobile report is.
That was a good question by the prosecutor. She's basically saying if you compare your records and the CDR records, since that one's more accurate, be more precise in the general location. location. This guy's a DNA analyst in the BSO crime lab.
And I do all the processing on the bench. I'll clean that up. After I'm done with the evidence, I'll change my gloves and then move on to the next piece.
Clear, is it your job to go out and collect DNA evidence?
No, I do not do any of the collection. The evidence is submitted and retrieved.
How long has the process of DNA analysis and identification been used?
Again, it's been decades.
It's crazy how you don't really hear about serial killers anymore. Well, not anywhere near as bad as they used to be because DNA changed the game.
Do an amplification and then develop the DNA profile and use it as a DNA standard for Mr. Henry.
Talking about how he swabbed Bortlan's cheek to compare it to DNA that he finds.
It is a DNA swap card from Christopher Thomas.
They got DNA from Juvie.
It was a DNA swap card from Mr. Anthony Williams.
Got DNA from Sack Chaser.
Swab from Gucci sandals. That result was interpreted as a mixture originating from 3 contributors.
And were you able to identify the 3 contributors?
3 different people found in the Gucci slides.
Yes, so every sample.
To Christopher Thomas being included in that mixture.
Yes, the DNA results 4,730 times more likely if they originated from Christopher Thomas and 2 unrelated unknown individuals. The DNA results are at least 3.07 times 10 to the 25th, or 30.7 septillion. Times more likely if they originated from Anthony Williams and 2 unrelated unknown individuals than if they originated from 3 unrelated unknown individuals.
Prosecutors just setting the stage of how accurate DNA is and showing that it's this high of a chance that it's from them than anyone else.
Times 10 to the 25th, or 15.9 septillion times more likely if they originated from Mr. Thomas, Christopher Thomas.
No talks about any DNA of Melly yet. I can't remember off the top of my head if they ever found DNA of Melly. All right, yeah, so prosecutors setting the stage on DNA, but now we're about to get a cross-examination of the whole DNA analysis, and I'm sure Melly's going to come up at some point, so.
It was on January 23, 2019.
2019.
Correct.
And that's when you analyzed or examined various items that came out of a gray Jeep. That was water bottle, some sneakers, I think, a yellow jacket, a Gatorade bottle, a blood stain on front of a t-shirt, and a blood stain on the rear of it, and also a blood stain on an Air Jordan sneaker, correct?
That's right.
That turned out not to come back to this young man right over here, correct? Mr. Evans. I'm going to call him Jamal, the teacher.
That's Mr. Evans, and he was excluded from all those items.
That
He was excluded.
was January of what?
The report was issued on January 25th of 2022.
3 years after he was arrested, correct?
Yes, that's right.
And what date did you examine those items?
That was on August 24th of 2021.
That was 2 years approximately after he was arrested. Did you know that?
I did not.
Then you received some additional items, correct?
Yes, that's right.
What was the date that you received the additional items?
January 5th of 2022.
Why is he receiving all these items 3 years and 2 months after the murder? What?
Damn, DNA stay on the surface for 2 years, 2-3 years. I don't know. I'm just asking. Like, I mean, I'm pretty sure it could. I just didn't know. I'm just saying. I mean, I'm pretty sure it could. I mean, some blood, yeah, sure. But I'm just saying, like, damn, I ain't know it stay that long.
Those were processed on April 25th of 2023.
April 25th of 23?
That's right.
Did you know that was after we started this trial?
He said, did you know that was after we started this trial? And he objected to go sidebar.
Those were the contact swab, non-blood area of rear driver seats, the blood swab of smear from rear of driver seats, and the contact swab of front of driver side door handle interior.
And you did not know that was after this trial started, correct?
I did not.
And none of that came back to the DNA of this young man, Jamel, correct?
Correct. It was deemed uninterpretable, as well as one of the items I did not attempt to generate DNA profile because there was insufficient amount of DNA.
Do you know what the delay was in sending that evidence to you?
Objection, outside the scope, speculation.
And did you receive any other items, 2023?
Yes, one last item, item 43.
And that was the door handle of the rear door? Is that correct?
Correct.
And did I hear you correctly that you first ran a test and it did not come back matching or belonging to our contributor to Jamel?
That's right.
Oh.
And did I also hear you correctly then you discussed something about your software with your supervisor?
With the technical data.
And then ran another test and all of a sudden it matched or it was labeled as Jamel may have been a contributor?
That's right.
What date was that, sir?
That was on June 1st, 2023.
Approximately 3 weeks ago?
That's right.
Did he just say they confirmed Melly's DNA was in the car 3 weeks ago? Seems like a little late. Seems like a Hail Mary a little bit.
Who submitted that item to you 3 weeks ago?
It would have been Miramar.
Miramar Police Department?
Yes, I can look at my
Feel free.
The lead detective did it, Detective Moretti.
Could you tell these folks when that DNA was placed on, supposedly, on the door handle?
No.
It's a good question because they're going to try to say, even if you did find DNA it was his car for months on end. Of course, you might find DNA.
Mr. Rhodes, is it unusual to receive multiple submissions over the life of a case?
No, it's not. You indicated it's not unusual to get multiple submissions of evidence.
Yes, sir.
Do you know why it took 5 years to submit that exhibit to you to analyze?
Objection, Your Honor, speculation.
Thank you.
All right, that's a wrap on day 6. More explanation of the phone records in that battle. And then the DNA guy finally came up and explained a whole long list of shit that he tested, but it wasn't really pertaining to Melly for about 2.5 hours. The cross-examine kind of exposed that Melly was suddenly found on the door handle 3 weeks ago. A little strange, because this is, 4.5 years later or whatever. Overall, pretty good cross-examinations. Another day that I would say swayed towards the defense compared to the prosecution, in my opinion. I'll keep covering this trial. If you're new to my channel, subscribe.
But yeah, DNA can stay on a surface that hasn't been tampered with. Because, once they got finished with doing the car, as far as going over for the evidence, they just basically put it in storage.
Put it in storage, yeah.
That DNA could stay on there for years.
Right.
Yeah, years and years and years. And if you go back and test it, it'll still be there.
Yeah. Oh, man. That was a lot to unpack just then. So they found DNA on the handle, but they tested the handle only 3 weeks ago. And initially they saying that they didn't find DNA on the handle. So now Melly's lawyers are trying to say that they planted evidence sort of like they did in the OJ case. They planted the DNA on the handle. That's what they're trying to insinuate, right?
Now, in that case, I would too.
Right.
I would.
Right.
Like I've been saying, he got a hell of a defense team.
Yeah.
So I can't be mad at him for the shit that they come in and poke and hold in the prosecution's case, because it's a circumstantial case.
Right.
So with it being that, the prosecutor has to present this shit in a way that sews it up for Melly to be the one who did it. And she ain't doing that shit. She's giving them the shit for them to poke holes in it. Like, why would they wait so long to process their damn door handle? You just presenting that shit 3 weeks ago. What sense do that make? None. So if I was the defense, I'd be all over that. I'd ask for that shit to be thrown out, me myself personally.
Right. Hey, y'all, hit that like button, man. Hit that like button, man. Hit that like button. Hit that like button. Please hit that like button. Please hit that like button.
I'm not, yeah. And hit the Cash App too, y'all.
Right. Please hit the Cash App and the like button. Please, man. But and I appreciate y'all. Y'all ain't gonna get cussed out after y'all give me the money. Like, I ain't gonna even do that. Let me stop.
Don't do it. Don't do it.
Yeah, let me stop.
You get a thank you on this channel. You don't get cussed out.
Right. You get a thank you. Hey, that was a lot, man. That was a lot to unpack. Oh my goodness. I'm gonna just say me some prayers tonight, like I always do. I pray for Spoon and the families and all that. I'm gonna just say me some prayers. Hey, Eddie.
Yeah, that's all we can do.
Right.
Because we gotta pray that the prosecution come through.
Right.
That's for sure.
I mean, jeez, shit.
Because they not doing their job. And if she lose this case, I guarantee you that's the end of her career at that damn prosecutor's office.
Yeah.
She done.
Yeah. She needs Stank Feet Bortlan, man. She need to go. She needs Stank Feet Bortlan. She need to let him know, motherfucker, I'm coming for you, bitch. I'm coming for you.
Exactly.
I'm coming for you. I'm coming for you and the athlete's foot.
For real. For real. Because it ain't no other way at this point that I'm seeing. But that cell phone evidence was good as hell, though. I ain't even gonna lie.
Yeah.
Well, Ghost Chopper say I ain't gonna hold you. That was some good ass evidence right there.
Right.
You can't really dispute that. So that's about the only thing that they presented thus far that you can't dispute. That's what I'm waiting for the coroner to come up on the stand, which I don't understand why the coroner hasn't been up there yet. I would have presented the coroner. That would have been my second or third witness. Like, for real, to establish what happened to them at what time. Like, I don't understand what picture she's trying to paint. She all over the goddamn canvas.
I'm saying she got chances to win this case. Like I still think that the Felicia Holmes statement would have been damning. It's like she got different little things that she could use to win this case, but they fucking keep poking holes in it, or either she keep not presenting the evidence in the proper fashion, and they calling her out on the shit. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. You know, so I don't know what the hell she's going with this shit. Put it that way. Because like even her, why was she up there right then? You
Right.
know, and then you go, you know, you interrupt all of the um technical evidence to put her up there in the middle of it. Like it
Right.
don't fucking make sense, you know,
Right.
like it has no flow to it.
It don't
And
have no
maybe
flow.
it's just me. I'm an organized person. Like everything has to be done in order, right? If some shit go out of order, I have to start over from the beginning. I'm OCD like that.
It did look.
And this shit ain't in order. Like it's all over the place. And I think that's why it's irritating as fuck to me too, because it's just all over the place. You don't know what the hell to expect.
And then she didn't lay it out in the opening statement either. Like I would
No,
have,
she didn't.
you know, like she ain't even like she said she talked about the B's and the C's, and she ain't talked no more about the gang shit. Even though I don't give a damn about her talking about it really, but I'm saying
No.
she ain't like you. I would have definitely told about that fight. You know, because a lot of people die after fights. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people,
Yeah.
you know what I mean? Like I would have used that fight. I would have definitely said about the beef that he had between his mama and Sack Chaser.
Yeah.
And I would have said something about the money.
Yeah.
Like I would have laid all that
And
out.
and in the order that I laid it out in my opening statement, that's how I would have presented it to the jury so everything makes sense. You know what I
Right,
mean?
right.
That but that's just me and my like I said, my OCD shit. Everything has to be in a certain order. And her order is weird. Like she has no strategy to the shit.
I would have called them dudes up there and asked them about the fight because a lot of those YNW members witnessed the fight. I'm sure Jacoby Mills,
Right.
Dontavius Withers witnessed the fight. I would have told
Exactly.
I would have went and got them dudes that was on that documentary who said that they was there at that fight, and I would have had them subpoenaed and I would have had them cooperate what they said on that goddamn DVD.
Because I wonder, does she even know about the damn documentary? Like,
Or
because
the
a lot
fight.
of evidence, she could have pulled a lot of people for witnesses and shit, and a lot of evidence from there. You know what I mean? Because we found out a lot of information listening to that. I know
Mhm,
I did.
mhm.
I was listening to it cleaning up one day. I was like, "Ooh, okay, this is good." I'm so glad you said that you had listened to it, so I can go back and listen to it too. But found out a lot of shit. So I wonder, do she even know about it?
And the thing about it, she got a team. Like I know it's only two people there, but I know when she go back to that office, she got all the lawyers that's in that office talking to her, helping her, strategizing with her. She ain't the only one that's
Yeah,
listening in there. Like
yeah, absolutely.
she got her boss telling her shit. Like, goddamn, you know what I'm saying?
That's why I don't understand why she isn't presenting a better case after having a damn 4 day weekend to tighten your shit up. You know, I don't get it.
I don't get it either. But I don't get it, man. I still believe she gonna win. But I don't. But goddamn, I don't like her. I
No,
don't.
I don't.
I don't like her. I don't like her.
I don't either.
I think I would fight her after she wins. You know what
Yeah,
I'm saying?
yeah,
Yeah, I'll
yeah,
fight you after you win, bitch. You got to go. You got to go.
yeah. Because she, like, if this is the best you could do, then damn. And don't get me wrong, I understand Miramar is a small city. They don't deal with a whole bunch of murders and shit like that. And that's why I'm assuming this is like her first or second murder case because she ain't acting like she's a seasoned prosecutor on this shit at all.
But she had 4 years though. Like how you just now testing the door again 3 weeks ago.
Yeah, but that was Moretti. That ain't her. That was
Yeah.
Moretti ass.
Right, right,
That's his fault.
right, right, right,
You
right,
know, and as many years of experience he's had, I'm looking at him upside his head too.
right.
Like, you don't know no better than that?
And the state attorney can only go off the evidence that the police gather for them.
Exactly.
Hmm.
You know, so I'm trying to have faith. I really, really am. But
Yeah.
she's not she's not giving me reason to have a whole bunch. Put it that way. You know, I'm trying to keep positive, but I can see the defense poking holes in everything that she puts up there. You know, talking about reasonable doubt. They got reasonable doubt for every piece of evidence that they presented, and she's yet to put Melly in that damn car.
Right.
You know, that would have been one of the first things I would have been trying to do was make sure I put Melly ass in the fucking car, and she
Well,
ain't did that yet,
well,
has she?
yeah. She put him in the car. She put him in the car with the video from the studio. He in the car for that. She put him in the car for that.
Yeah, yeah, but I
They
think
showed him getting in the car with the video when they left the studio.
yeah, but that
But
ain't enough
and I
because
think the
they,
cell
you
phone
know,
data
his
was what she using to put him in the car at the time of the murder. But Dream Doll made a great point. Track could testify that that's his phone. When he gave the phone up, he told them people that was Melly's phone. So that
yeah,
that's gonna corroborate that is his phone now. What they gotta try to do is put the phone in his hand at the time of the murder, which I think they can do. I think being that he got in the car, they show being that he got it, they show him getting in the car at the studio, and being that Track gonna say that that's his phone because he did have to tell them that's his phone when he gave the phone up. So I think the jury could connect that, and I'm gonna say this too: they're gonna believe that cell phone data. That cell phone data has convicted a lot of people. I don't think that this the case. They're gonna be like, oh no, the cell phone data is not good enough. No, I think a lot of people lean on that cell phone data, and I think that is still damning. But they damn sure poking holes in a lot of shit, man.
yeah, yeah. John Doe TV telling us to calm down. She got it. No, she's not proving to me that she's got it because every day the defense has walked out with the W for the day, in my opinion. Well, today was a draw. I'll give her that.
Yeah,
But every other day the defense had the W. So it's like, when is she gonna pull her rabbit out of her hat, John Doe? Shit.
cause that bullshit gun guy, I don't forgot about him now. The guy with the
Yeah,
orange
you know,
gun.
all of that. Yeah, all of that shit. The jury ain't gonna really be thinking about that when they go and do deliberations because it was a bunch of bullshit.
Yeah,
Because at the end of it, you know, what did the damn defense come up there and say? So without the gun, you can't tell us that these tests are accurate. And he said no. So all of them damn hours of testimony that he had gave before was just poof, evaporated with one fucking question. You know what I mean? In my opinion.
yeah.
So I'm really trying to just see what magic trick she getting ready to pull. You know, what rabbit she got, what she got in her fifth pocket, like Audio Crack would say. But
Yeah,
them other four pockets looking kind of empty.
yeah, yeah. She ain't looking like little baby. Them 4 pockets full. She look.
Right. Right. Them other four pockets looking kind of empty. So she's had, yeah, you're right. The state had 4 years. And if this is the best they can do with 4 years, I'm just crying inside.
It's the thing about it is she got the evidence. It's just that she fucking some kind of way fumbling it. She
Yeah,
got it.
she's not presenting it well at all. That's the
Yeah,
problem.
she
It's not
got
that
it.
she doesn't have the ability to prove her case. She's just not proving her case.
Yeah, yeah,
So with all of that shit that she has, she's still fucking it up. So yeah, that fifth pocket. So I'm waiting on the fifth pocket, the Audio Crack shit, because them other folk looking mighty empty. Hell, I got more in my damn pockets on disability than she got.
you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna trust in God on this one here, cause
Yeah, that's the only thing that we can do because we definitely can't put our trust in her that she's gonna do it. God got to pull something out of the fifth
yeah,
pocket. God got to pull the rabbit out of the hat on this one.
yeah, I'm gonna trust in God on this one here. I'm gonna trust in God on this one here. I'm gonna play this lawyer you know video because he has some interesting things to say, and I like how he broke it down as well, y'all.
Audio Crack said drop the link.
Okay, I'm gonna drop the link. Yeah, I'm gonna let him come up before I play the video. They need me in there talking to that lady. I mean, you know what I mean? Hey, lady, listen, this is what you do, lady. God damn.
If she was just more organized and presented the case better, then it would be
all right, John Doe. You want to come up? Come on up. What's up? What's up, my guy?
Yo, salute to Neil.
Hey, what's up?
What's going on? So, what you was about to do? What you was about to do?
Who, me?
You just finna play a video?
Yeah, I'm gonna let y'all talk though. I'm gonna let y'all talk. I watched this video a little earlier. It has some interesting things in it too.
Okay,
Yeah, what you got to say?
Okay, let's go back to the gunpowder residue, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, look. Now follow me on this, right? I talked to Marie the boy earlier about this. Follow me on this, right?
Now follow me, Rose.
You feel me? So think about this. So with gunpowder residue, right? You can get it on you. Like, say if me and you go to the gun range and I'm standing next to you and we firing off, I can have it on my clothes and all type of shit, right? An individual that's shooting a gun, maybe let's say I didn't shoot the gun that night. I was just there watching my people do their thing, right? If I shake my man's hand, if I give him a hug, like, all right, bro, nigga, blah 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 blah, that's gonna transfer onto me. Correct?
Yep.
Okay. So now, remember this shooting allegedly happened in a vehicle. So of course, if a nigga shooting that close, now we know he was shooting that close by what Juvie had on his face, correct? Okay, so gunpowder residue is definitely gonna be on every individual in that car, all four individuals, correct? Okay. So if let's say, because I hear a lot of people saying Bortlan must have shot the car up on the other side. Now, if he shot the car up on the other side, the gunshot residue test would have came back where he was shooting. Because remember, Rita Boy played his when he was talking in the hospital. He said, "I never fired a gun. I never did anything." Right? If they had any inclination that this man fired a gun, he would have never ever walked out of that thing. So the gunshot residue had to be at low volumes. And are y'all following me? Okay. So to me, that tells me that the man never shot a gun, because if he shot a gun, he would have never left that hospital that night. Period. That's point blank period. Now, because I googled about a gunshot residue, and it's like I guess they give you the swipe down on your hand, and it come back right there, like it changed a different color. So that gave me this theory right here. It's like, okay, so it could have been on him. Yes. Now, once you sent his clothes or whatever else you sent, and then it came back from the lab, yes, it's gonna have but it's gonna be at low levels. So it's up to the prosecution to make the jury understand that. Am I
right?
You get what I'm saying? So it's certain things that the prosecution can definitely what I say, make the jury understand, but it seems like it's just not going that way is what I'm saying. So what I'm saying is she just gotta line it up right. Like it's certain things that, like, I'm not a lawyer or I'm not a cop, I'm none of that. I'm just giving my honest opinion on what I'm seeing. And it's like, damn, like, for example, why wouldn't you call the cop why wouldn't you call the cop first that gave the girlfriend's mom the deposition? Call him first. Make him say, yes, I gave her a yes, right? Then when you call her, how can she deny that? It'll make her look, she could say I can't, she could say I don't remember, but remember, the jury is listening to the cop. He's a sworn officer. Now, so that's what I'm saying. I'm just thinking that I believe in her still, but I'm thinking it's just not lining up, like as if I'm looking and I'd be like, well, shit, I would have called the policeman up first. Then I would have said, then when she came and she could have denied all that, but the jury's like, well, wait a minute, a cop ain't gonna come up here and say he sat down with you and blah 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 and took a statement from you. Does that make sense?
Yeah, it all goes to me saying the order of shit is off.
That shit is off. I mean, but like I said, the fifth, that's why I called in, because the fifth pocket, you never know, like, because when you don't have a smoking gun, you gotta have something in that motherfucker to wow it at the, you know what I'm saying? But the judge said this trial is gonna be what done in July, by 4th of July.
Yeah.
Shit, we ain't got time.
No, it ain't gonna be done 4th of July. He actually he said they're gonna. Hey, John,
No, they're gonna be off 4th of July week.
They're gonna be off
Listen.
4th of July.
Yeah, go ahead, bro. What you saying?
Oh no, go ahead. I heard you had a little echo, but go ahead. You good?
I'm good now. You can hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
All right. Hey, check this out. Like, this is my unpopular beliefs, and if this come true, I need y'all to give me my flowers. All right.
All right, we'll give you your flowers.
I really think this is all entertainment. It's all smoke and mirrors. Like, you have to understand, like, the way that DeSantis passed this law, perfect time, is a high-profile case with a rapper. Like, do you really think the prosecution is that stupid and that weak? For God's sake, these people had 4 years of sifting through so much evidence. It's all entertainment at this point. I'm telling you, that man is fried turkey liver, bro. I'm telling
Okay, John Doe. Let me
go ahead. I'm listening, bro.
Let me ask you a question, John Doe. Have you Googled the population in Miramar, Florida?
No, I haven't. Talk to me.
Okay, I think it's like, what is it, 2,000, some shit like that, Marita boy? It's very low.
I don't know. Not in Miramar. I ain't do Miramar.
Okay. I think it's very low. So Miramar is I guess they consider it. Now let me ask you, Marita boy, they consider it a like kind of good high class, like middle high class, right?
Yeah.
So the murders, this lady, there's 5 prosecuting attorneys out there. I googled that. Now, she may have never ever prosecuted a murder case, bro. You get what I'm saying, John Doe? Like, I'm not saying you're wrong, because I believe what you're saying too. That's why I say the fifth pocket.
Hey, I'm listening, bro. Go ahead.
Yeah, but if she has never done that, then we can't judge her on what she's doing. She just don't know what the fuck to do.
Bullshit.
Exactly.
That man over there, that man Melly, he hired 2 niggas that already been through all this shit. He paid millions of dollars for them. This lady is just, because it's Miramar, she has to be, they got to pick out of the 5. And she's the one that they picked. So she must be the best, correct?
It ain't even necessarily that. Other prosecutors may have been busy. It could have been somebody who was better than her, but they were already on the case.
Okay.
They have to give it to the prosecutor that's available at the time, not necessarily the best. The best available, put it that way. The best available. It might not be the best, it's the best available.
Okay, you making my point then. Basically, I'm saying when the dice was rolled, she was the one chose. That cool? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So,
Hey, dog, what state you in?
I'm in California.
You're in California.
Yes, sir.
California is a Democratic state. Bro, Florida is a Republican state for the most part. And when I tell you they about to make an example out of this dude, because let me tell you something.
Okay.
For the last 4 years, I mean, not 4 years, but if you go back and you look at all this Melly stuff, I did this and all his videos and stuff, you don't think them, I ain't gonna say crackers, you don't think them Caucasian people see that stuff, bro?
I definitely do. I'm following you.
Listen,
but it's a lot of different. Go ahead, man.
I hear what he going. I hear where he going with this though.
I do it. I'm trying to follow him.
Hear me out.
Yeah, I'm trying to follow.
I'm gonna say this and I'm gonna fall back and let y'all talk, bro.
No, don't leave. I
ain't gonna leave.
Okay.
Listen, Melly is about to be the poster child for the first person. I'm telling you, since this whole thing with Governor DeSantis passed this new 8-12 decision, he's gonna be the poster child, bro. It doesn't matter how much money. This case is high profile. You know, white. I ain't trying to sound racist, but you know how many white people, bro, looking at this? For God's sake, this is on Law and Crime.
Yeah.
Courtroom making a fool, blowing kisses.
Yeah.
He's doing all this shit like it's a game, bro.
But you still gotta prove something, though, John Doe. You still
Right.
gotta prove something.
No. I get what he's saying. What he's saying is, think about the jury. That's what he's saying.
But the jury don't see most of the shit that Melly is doing. Y'all do realize that happens when the jury is not in the room, right?
That's a great point.
Hold on. Let me say this.
Go ahead.
The jury is not in the courtroom most of the time when that shit happens, so they don't see that. They don't see him blowing kisses. They don't see him talking to his mama. They don't see him laughing and joking with his lawyer. They don't see all that.
All right.
The jury only sees him sitting there looking like a perfect little angel with his turtleneck and his suit on.
Okay,
And also, I live in Texas. I'm in a Republican state too. And you know, we fry motherfuckers faster than anybody else in the damn country.
Hey, I got a question.
Okay.
I got a question, little mama. Let
Uh-huh.
me ask you something. Do you think when those jurors go back to their hotel room, you don't think they talk to their family and friends?
Well, they go home. They're not supposed to. But
okay,
even if they do, you still have to prove your case. I can't convict you because you blew a kiss to your mama in the courtroom. I'm sorry, I can't.
Hear me out. These people go back. Now, this is just my personal opinion. These people go back to their homes or hotels, and they talk to their family and stuff about what's going on in the courtroom that they don't see. You don't think them people tell them people what Melly is in there doing? Melly is in there making a mockery of all of that.
But you still have to have the evidence to convict him. You can't convict somebody to death on behavior, man. You can't.
Let's make this official though, because Marita Boy has said that those people get to go home. They're not going to a hotel, so that's almost cheap. I understand exactly where you're coming from, John Doe.
I mean, I get what he's saying. Don't get me wrong.
No. I'm just trying to confirm. That's true, right, Marita Boy? That they go home every day.
Yeah,
they do.
So I can understand exactly where you're coming from, John Doe TV. Absolutely, because I mean, it's no way that I would go home and not flick on the fucking YouTube. I mean,
my point.
Yeah, like it's no possible way. Nigga, if my wife was on the jury and she came home, you think she ain't gonna talk to me?
My point. Say it again, bro.
Nigga, my wife is gonna sit down and she gonna, nigga, I'm gonna say, what? For real? You know what I'm saying? I'm just being real because we in the bed together, nigga.
Right.
This is what we do. So when Marita Boy put that out there that it was a what is it, sequestered? What is it?
Yeah,
sequester.
Yeah. So once I heard that, it's almost like cheating, like nigga, like track of anybody. I ain't gonna say him. Anybody could send somebody to the local McDonald's and bump into you and say, hey, here go envelope. You'd be like, what is this? I mean, because I'm just getting my normal breakfast burrito on my way to the courthouse. Right? That changes the whole thing. So I get where you coming from, bro. But goddamn, we gotta shit. You know what I'm saying? To the naked eye, that shit look ugly right now. That's all.
Yeah.
But I'm not attorneys or police, so we just giving our opinion.
Right. And I understand where you're coming from. I do. Don't get me wrong. I agree with what you're saying. But at the end of the day, even going home talking about it, looking at YouTube videos about it and listening to commentary like this about it, you still have to convict that man on actual evidence.
Yeah, but
and what the prosecutor is saying.
I just don't think that's fair.
No, it's not. They should have been sequestered. They should have been put in a hotel where they had no contact with nobody but other jurors at this point. And under the watchful eye of the sheriffs. They should have been.
I think, okay, so I follow you, John Doe. I get what you're saying. And I'm going to say something. All y'all got great points. Everybody, everybody got great points. I get what Tanel's saying. Yes, you supposed to convict him on evidence. You supposed to have evidence on him.
Thank you.
I think what John Doe is saying is they railroad niggas every day, dog.
Every day,
in Florida. Absolutely.
Shit in Florida, dog.
Marita Boy.
Like I said, I'm from Texas. I get it. Shit, trust and believe. If I don't know a damn death penalty case, we got them here all the time.
And you're right.
That's what we do here.
So let me throw this out here. Bro. I have a brother in Rayford, Florida, on death row.
Right.
God honest truth. And if you look over his case, they don't got nothing. But he on death row. He been on death row since I was 12 or 14 years old. I'm 43. So they will put you under the jail in Florida. I know that for a fact. By having a brother in jail in Rayford, Florida. You know what I'm saying? I just got a letter from him today. So I understand where he's coming from. It just, John Doe, it's like this. To the naked eye, to people that don't really know and people that's not from Florida or have a situation that happened in Florida, we looking at it like, damn, she's supposed to do more. She's supposed to do this. You know what I'm saying? But we just looking at it. You know what I'm saying? But I can definitely attest to that, bro. Like they will throw you under the motherfucking jail in Florida, nigga. They ain't playing in Florida. So I agree with you.
And I think what he's saying is, being that they got this, he's saying it's politics. He's saying it's shit behind the scenes. He's saying because they got this new law, and being that this case is so high profile, they want to make him the poster child for it. So he's saying just have a little faith, because they're gonna work their goddamn magic behind closed doors to make this nigga the poster child for this shit one way or the other.
Hey,
unless they're bribing every jury member to vote guilty, you can't guarantee that though.
Hey, listen.
I get that, but what you saying, I see what you saying. So basically, you saying, John Doe, that if if they change the law within the same time as his trial is going on, you basically saying, nigga, you're cooked. Because 8 out of 12 for a death penalty is like, nigga, I could die. I would be in the cells. It'd be no way I'd be blowing no kisses, nigga, because they only need 8. Before they needed 12, right?
11, I think.
11.
Or was it an anonymous jury? They needed all 12?
I'm not sure.
That I don't know.
I thought it was 11.
I'm not sure.
But that's even more though. That, you know what I'm saying? So I get where he come from. Like, nigga, we gonna make you an example.
Yeah, that's what he's saying.
I get what.
Yeah, I get that, but you know, that's not looking where it's going. In my opinion, I ain't speaking for nobody but me. In my opinion, that's not where it's looking like it's getting ready to go with this case.
I get what you're saying too. I get what you're saying too. Tanel saying, I'm looking at what the fuck going on every day in this courtroom. And this
right.
Shit, you know?
Hey, Marita boy.
Yeah.
Listen, that's all for show. That's all for entertainment to get the ratings up. I'm telling you, bro. I'm telling you. And this is God honest truth, bro. It's all for entertainment, bro. Melly going down, bro. He's going down. Let me tell you something. I hate to sound racist, but those crackers, bro, they had 4 years. Listen, and I love white girls. Listen to me, bro. Those crackers had
Nigga said I love white girls.
Listen.
Not white people.
Not right? White people. Like, come on, man.
I got some white people in my family, bro. Like,
hey, listen.
Yeah.
And that's offensive to me as a black woman. Like, come on.
Hey, I love
he just speaking his mind,
listen.
though, Tanel. He just speaking his mind. Go ahead.
Hey, go ahead, John Doe.
Hey, mama, I apologize. It's nothing like that. I got a black mama, sisters. I love everybody. But what I'm saying is, those prosecutors and all that, they had 4 years to do all the research. Those people not dumb at all. They not dumb at all. They did all the research. I'm telling you, Melly going down. He's gonna be the poster child for this whole new thing that DeSantis came up with. Yes, it's not looking good now. Yes, it looked like the prosecution is fumbling the case, but at the end of the day, you still a nigga, bro.
I hear you. I give your flowers if it pop off now.
I promise to God, I'm gonna give you your flowers, bro. Like, because you said I'm with you, and I hope for it, but I'm kind of like on the fence, my nigga. But if it happened, I'm gonna definitely come up to this motherfucker and say John Doe TV called that bitch out.
Yeah, and like I say, God, I'm gonna believe in my God, man, because I just know that
okay,
he gonna show up and show out, man. Ain't no way he gonna let these guys get away with this in front of everybody.
Okay, Marita boy. Do you guys really believe in God? Are you guys really believers? Yes or no?
Yeah.
All right.
Absolutely.
If you guys are really believers like I am, I'm telling you, God will not forsake you, bro.
You're right.
He's not finna let this go down. I'm telling you.
I believe you.
And let me tell you something. You think it's a coincidence all this stuff coming out about Melly snitching and all these old things coming out? It's not a coincidence, bro. Let me tell you something. In my belief, this is my honest opinion. Is the prosecution or somebody in the states putting all this stuff out, bro? I'm telling you.
Yeah, I heard that too. I heard somebody say that. Oh, I forgot what was that.
Let me tell you this, John Doe TV. God is not gonna be in court, bro. You got reasonable doubt and shit like that. That shit is for real in court.
Let me tell you
something.
I'm
gonna say. I believe in God, but
God is above court. God is above court.
I feel you, bro, but we just talking about what we seeing and what we hearing.
I
You get what I'm
understand
saying?
that.
The faith, I get the faith, bro. Like the parents and everything are definitely gonna have the faith, but we just on here talking about what we seeing daily, bro. You get what I'm saying? Like that's all.
Hey, but I'm gonna say this though, that it ain't over now.
Marita boy,
Yeah,
I get it. Everybody, oh, I believe in God in this, but it ain't no buts to this, bro. God got this under control, bro.
he got it. He got it. He got it. He
I'm
got it.
telling you.
He
And when
got
I'm listen, the defense that Adams family looking lady look like Wednesday off of Adams family. I'm telling you, bro, she's evil. Did you see that book she held up?
Mm-hmm.
Bro, the music industry is wicked, very wicked. And I'm telling you, it's not gonna go the way y'all think. It's all entertainment, bro.
Mm-hmm.
I've never said that defense was going to win, though, or he was going to lose
I'm not
the
saying
win the trial. I've always said that I have faith in God, that God is going to make this work out in our favor.
Mm-hmm. We gonna win.
I said I won't even speak it into existence that we were losing the case. I've said that multiple times.
I pray every day about this case. I promise you I do. And I pray for Spoon and I pray for the families. I promise you I do.
So what would y'all say if Bortlan, because you know he grass, his ass is grass.
Mm-hmm.
What if at the last minute the prosecution present their star witness and Bortlan or Track got on the stage, got up there, because you understand Track, he's scared to death to go back where he's from. He's scared to death. Right? And loyalty, I get it. But loyalty only lasts so long, bro. It only lasts so long. I love you. I fuck with you, bro. We grew up together. But I'm not finna do 100 years for you, G. And I'm telling you, you don't think the prosecution people been in contact with Bortlan?
Yeah.
Okay, so you believe that, right?
Hell yeah.
You, after Bortlan, he's getting on there talking about free Melly and all this stuff. You think this man finna do 100 years in, bro?
I've been said I think he gonna snitch. Hell yeah, I think he gonna snitch.
Yeah. Why not? Go ahead, I'm listening.
Y'all go ahead. I'm with you. I was listening to all y'all. I think all y'all got great points. Me personally. I understand what everybody was saying. I get everybody. That's why I was just being quiet, because it was nothing to be said, because I understood where everybody was coming from. Everybody got valid points. It wasn't nothing to say. I understood each perspective. Definitely.
No, all I'm saying is what she's doing in court, as far as how she's presenting this case, is not good. Period.
Right.
She's not doing a good job.
Right.
You cannot look at what she's done in this case from her opening statement until yesterday morning and say, "Oh, she's a great prosecutor. This is in the bag." Ain't nobody saying that. None of the court lawyers who are analyzing the case. None of even the lay YouTube people who are analyzing the case. Nobody is saying, "Oh, the prosecution's doing great. We got this in the bag." Nobody. So that's all I'm expressing. Now, did I say we were going to lose the case? I've never said that.
No, you never said that.
No, I never said you said that either.
It's always, and it's not because of her that I'm saying that. It's because of God. Because I have faith. Because I know that God is a just God. And he's going to make sure that these boys get justice in the end. But it ain't got nothing to do with the prosecution, because she is fucking it up, period.
What if I told you it was all a spectacle? Would you believe me?
I mean, we ain't gonna know that. We ain't gonna know that. Like that's you know what I mean. We ain't gonna know that. Like
flat out no.
We're never gonna know
flat
that.
out no.
We're never gonna know that.
Flat out no. Flat out no. I ain't gonna never believe that, because the simple fact, why would you go through all of this and risk losing the case just for show? Because you have to remember, the case ain't gonna be won by or decided by nobody but the jury. So if you're doing this horrible job as a show and the jury sees this every day, you think they're gonna vote for you to win? Hell no. You have to look at shit logically too. Just because he's the first person to be prosecuted under this law, don't mean he's going to be sentenced under this law.
So
she can blow that case easy, and she's blowing the case.
Well, we can't say like we can't say she blowing the case because like I said a couple days ago, I said it was when I said it was only 4 days, you got to give her some time. That's why I always brought up the fifth pocket. That's why you remembered that, because I'm thinking that she must. It's no possible way that you can't have some kind of something, a smoking gun, because you don't got the smoking gun to say bam. I mean, that's all. Like I'm just an average nigga looking at a case, and I'm giving my opinion. I could be totally wrong. I've been wrong 1,000 times, and I'm all right with that. But you just got to give her time. You know what I'm saying? So I understand where everybody coming from. You know what I'm saying? Like, you just got to give a lady time. But to like I keep saying, to the naked eye, to like a subscriber that just be in a chat, right? They're not gonna that they didn't do no content on certain things that pertain to this. It's no question that you're gonna look at it as the naked eye and say she ain't doing what she's supposed to do. This nigga going home, because that's what the bloggers first was like. Oh yeah, he fried. As the case went on, now they're changing their tune. Oh, he gonna go to he getting off. Like, stand on your shit.
Yeah.
Stand on your shit.
So this
That's
is
a naked eye, bro. John Doe TV. That's all. Like, you've been following this, so you have a little bit more insight. But a lot of people, the masses, haven't been following this. So to the naked eye, remember, we ain't the naked eye because we've been watching.
I
But the
get
naked eye, bro, you got to let them have their opinion too. It's like Lil Melly. We gave him a chance. He had his opinion. Once it didn't happen, we got rid of him, right? But
yeah.
you got to give everybody their opinion. So I understand where you're coming from, but to the naked eye, people are really going on. Even the people on Law and Crime, they starting to change their tune. Like, every day is something different. You get what I'm saying? If you pay attention to the sidebar, when they do the sidebar shit, it's always they always change it, and it's like, damn, what? So half of y'all, some of y'all are ex lawyers and this and that, but y'all will say something one day and then the next day say something else. That's just their opinion, bro.
Yep.
You know what I'm
saying? So this is my thing. Yes, everybody got their opinions and all this, but I need everybody to explain one thing to me, right? So it's supposed to be an alleged drive-by, right? How in the hell it was a drive-by when the whole car got sprayed up besides the driver's side and the driver passenger side?
Okay.
Because it wasn't a drive-by.
Right.
Simple answer.
We absolutely know that. But it's up to, I forget, I don't remember her name, but the prosecution lady, it's up to her to explain this in the correct way. Remember, we have a jury. There's a jury. So you have to explain this. That's like me. That's like what we doing right now. Like, let's say we had 12 people on the right side and it was us 4 over here. I'm trying to explain my part. Then you trying to explain your part. The jury has to take this in, and they have to make a decision. You know what I'm saying? So you just said it yourself. Give her some time. Get what I'm saying? So we know that the shit was on the other side. We know that, nigga. We know what's going on. Like, look at the crime scene inside the car, bro. Ain't nobody going. That's not gonna happen from a drive-by. That crime scene with the blood, with the matter all in the blood and everything. That's not gonna happen from a nigga shooting you from a distance. You would have had a whole bunch of bullet holes in the glass on the left side. Everything's supposed to come from the left side. You niggas shot the car up on the right side. So we know exactly what happened. It's just for the prosecution to prove it, if that makes sense.
Yeah, it's perfect sense, but she has to present it in a way that it's understood. And for me, right now, she's not doing a good job of it. How she's presenting this case, how she's putting it together, even like I said, the order that she's putting the witnesses on the stand, it's real scatterbrained. It's not making sense. And you want to try to break this down to, what did they say? Break it down to 4th grade level for people to understand. And she's just not doing that.
Yeah,
In my opinion, she's really not.
I hear you, but like I said, man,
Yeah,
I swear, man, like I truly
and
believe
I read
the fifth pocket,
the
nigga.
fifth
Like
pocket. Yeah,
it's
but
something
my
you
thing,
look at, boom, and then it's a wrap. Then everybody gonna start saying he going to jail tomorrow. Oh God. So like the patience level, it's just because we talking about it every day because it's a hot topic. But we gotta the patience level we gotta be calm and we just gotta talk about shit and then see what happens because I ain't gonna lie, I'm not really sure we won one day in court. But at the same time, man, like John Doe TV said, bro, it's been 4 years. Like you have 4 years to get your case and your shit together. You know what I'm
right?
saying?
And that's exactly why it's like, why the hell is your case this damn shoddy? If you've had 4 years to get this shit together, in my opinion,
You know what I
you've
noticed though?
had all this time.
You know what I noticed though? She only gotta hit one time to win this case. All she need is one thing, like whatever it
One
is,
smoking gun,
one
nigga.
thing. All she need is
And
one
it's
thing.
up and it's stuck.
Hey,
Yeah.
so let me ask y'all something. What y'all think the smoking gun gonna be?
In my opinion, it's got to be the coroner's evidence if she doesn't have a witness that's going to place him there and say he did it.
I think it's Stank Feet Bortlan. I'm still
Uh,
I
I
would love for it to be Bortman.
I
I
think
would.
it's Stank Feet.
That's really what the smoking gun is. We just don't have it,
Okay, check this out.
as
So
far as we know yet.
if Bortland, think about this. If Bortland does what he does, what does he do after that?
What you
Okay,
mean?
think about it. Where does he go? He can't go back to Gifford,
I'm
nigga.
gonna tell you where he
Hold on,
go.
hold on, hold on, hold on. He can't go back to Gifford. He can't do nothing, right? He gets out of that little fancy house and all the TV shit, and he got the music videos and shit he been doing, the music, the money he been getting paid. That shit ends, right? We know that because the lady that got on the stand, when we looked at her IG messages, she took money. So we know Bortland is in the loop. So he's a young nigga. He like Bortland ain't never had shit. You call him Stanky Shoes. He was a driver. I'm just saying he ain't got no. Melly ain't got him tattooed on him nowhere. He got them other two niggas tattooed on him, bro. Right?
Mhm.
So what would he go back to? So he could be so fucked up in the head that they done flipped his mind so bad that that man is just saying I'm standing on business and
all right,
don't know that
Let me
he don't know,
all right.
nigga. You
So
gone.
let me tell you what I would
go
do
ahead,
if I
Mama.
was Bortman. I would go ahead and tell everything I know, get me a sweet ass deal, which included witness protection, so I could be a different person somewhere else and
Hey,
start a
I'm
new
with
life.
you, Mama.
Hold on.
But
Let
There
me
Mama,
you
hold
listen
go.
on.
here.
There
Hold
you
on.
go,
Now what I
Tanel.
want
That's
to
what
tell
you
you.
There you
do.
go.
Listen, let me tell you.
That's
I
what
didn't
you
think
do.
about
Let,
that.
let me tell you where you go. Green Acres is the place
Uh
for
huh.
me.
Yeah, B.
I
Farm
ain't even
living
think
Shit.
is
about
the
that,
life
bro.
for me.
Tanel,
Hey, check this
I
out.
ain't even
Land.
think about that one. You
Hey,
got
check
me on
this
that.
out.
Hell yeah.
Yeah,
Check
okay.
this out.
That's where you go.
See,
Because, you know,
man.
witness protection, they pay you every month.
Check
So
this out.
he ain't used to nothing. So the little money they give him in witness protection, that's a damn a gold mine for him.
Keep
Hey,
man
check
has
this out.
just give me that countryside. That's where I
Hey,
be at.
hey, check this out.
What?
What if the prosecution made a deal with Bortland? Hey, we can change your whole life. We can make your name George Winfrey in
Mm-hmm.
Idaho. We'll
Mm-hmm.
change everything. All we need
Mm-hmm.
you to do is tell us exactly what's going on, what happened. We'll change everything. We'll change your whole life. Have a whole different identity.
Hold on, and I want to say this. Excuse my French, but fuck all that. He ain't gonna have no life if he stay on this ship. That's what.
And that's what I was about to say,
That's
too.
my selling point, nigga. You're finna go to jail forever, nigga. So all that shit you holding on to, you ain't finna have that no way, nigga.
Thank you.
That
Exactly.
nigga gonna say, can I keep my teeth?
Yeah, you keep the motherfucker.
If I can keep my teeth, I'm fucking with
Yeah,
it.
They permanent. But guess what?
Yeah.
I bet you Big Bubba ripped them motherfuckers out his mouth once he get in that cell with him.
you hear me?
Hey, say it again, mama.
And I'm gonna tell him. And I'm gonna tell him. I'm gonna say the nigga you protecting, he already done snitch. You seen that snitch video, man?
So,
Man,
you know, as far as Bortland not trying to tell because he don't want to lose shit, he gonna lose it anyway when
he
he go
gonna
to
lose it
prison for these damn
exactly.
murders and 2 accessories for murder. He got more charges than Melly. Shit.
He
He's
done
stupid as hell.
he done lost it. He just don't realize he done lost it, or maybe he do. I don't know, but he
Hey,
done
listen.
lost it.
Let me
Hey,
ask y'all a question. Go ahead, bro.
they finna put that boy up in Colorado somewhere where he can smoke
Utah.
good weed. Huh?
Utah. He going to Utah or where the Mormons
Hey,
at.
listen. Hey, he going to Utah. He's going to Colorado. He's going somewhere where he can smoke some good weed, change, and all that. I'm telling you.
Set his ass up to South Dakota somewhere, but do something.
Man, I'd have said fuck all of them. I would have went and reinvented myself some goddamn well. I'm telling you.
That's what I'm saying.
Let me ask
because he gonna lose it all anyway.
He ain't got no kids. He ain't got nothing really to go back to give a fuck any goddamn way. Go somewhere else and start your whole nother life, nigga.
For real, because his mama ain't shit, his dad ain't either.
Right.
Yeah, Spoon said they was poor. But let me ask y'all a question though. So like, do you think that, remember in the courtroom when they asked the defense, did they speak to, have they ever spoke to the lady that was on the stand, right?
Mm-hmm.
In my opinion, I know that they have. I know they reached out to her between somebody because she was too seasoned on that motherfucker to know what to say and what not to say, right?
The defense coached her, bro.
Okay, so that's my.
Well, she had her own lawyer too, so it could have been her own lawyer.
Let me finish this point.
Coached her, bro.
Yeah, but through okay, yes, she has her own lawyer. Where'd you get the money, man? You don't have a job. You just got up there and said you didn't have a job or nothing. So how the fuck you get a lawyer? So I get where you're coming from. Now, so once we know that the defense coached her through another individual, allegedly, you don't think they doing that with Bortlan? Bortlan is being housed by Track, nigga. Track is the nigga that so he has to sit there and shut the fuck up, right?
But that's my
No, the
thing.
fuck I don't.
No, you don't.
I play it. I play
Nigga,
it like I am.
But listen, this is a clout world, nigga. Young nigga world, right? Young nigga want that clout. Boy, that nigga Bortlan ain't never had no teeth and no. He done upgraded his tattoos. He done started making music. He ain't never had no song.
I believe you. I believe that's how he looking at it. But what good is all that in jail? That's what I'm
No. Nigga, we're 40 something years old, bro. We get that, but he don't get that.
Hold on, and I'm gonna spin it another way for his ass. What he would be what he would do when he telling, he could even spin it a better way than any snitch on the internet. You know why? Because he could spin it as though that nigga set me up. You feel me? Like what he's doing is not it could not be, he could spin it to where it's not really snitching. Nigga, you got set up, nigga, and what you doing is saving yourself because this nigga set you the fuck up. And he in court telling on you. Yeah, listen. What he supposed to do is he supposed to wear that goddamn snitch jacket and do just like Terrence Gangster Williams doing, just like Sammy the Bull doing, just like Brian Glaves Gibb doing, and get on YouTube and make 10 bands a goddamn interview telling the story and telling everybody that, man, Melly thought I was dumb, man. He was finna send me up the road, but I had to tell on that nigga. And a bitch will buy that from him. Even if he really had something, even if he had something to do with it, he would be able to spin the story to where he could be the victim and he'll be all right. Telling you. And Melly already snitched. So it's like, you know.
Yeah, there's many ways he can get out of this shit. Trust and believe. He ain't stuck.
Yeah, he making
by far.
He's making himself stuck, but he ain't really stuck.
Hey,
right.
Do you think he going down, mama?
Yeah, he going down.
Who? Bortlan, absolutely. He fried as fuck.
No, I'm talking about Melly. I mean Melly.
Oh, Melly? Yeah.
Yeah, I think he's going down too.
Yeah, but like I said, the prosecutor has to get on her shit to make sure it. I'm saying he going down because I know, like I said, I have faith in my God that he's going down. It ain't got shit to do with what's going on in the courtroom.
That's all I was gonna say. Like, let's all be real clear about it. Like, you can say, yeah, I think he's going down, but what you looking at? Do you truly, honestly, when you go to sleep at night, do you truly, honestly believe he going down? But
yes,
right.
Yeah, I believe
the naked eye sees.
I believe
right. Put it this way, Audio Crack. In my heart, do I believe that? Absolutely, because I have faith in God. But as a rational person, because I'm a realist before I'm anything else, and as a real rational person, I'm looking at this case and it's looking kind of iffy, and that's just me being honest.
Okay, that's all I'm trying to say. Like, I'm just saying,
that's just me
yes,
being
of
honest.
course, I agree with y'all, but like I said, I'm just going by the naked eye. Like, it's millions of people in this world, bro. Like, they didn't cover the case or looked at the case like individuals on this platform.
I got a question for you. I got a question for you, Audio.
Go ahead.
Do you think that Bortlan is that? Do you think that Bortlan is going to stay silent in the face of what he's facing?
I listen, man. Now I'm just gonna give you my honest opinion, bro. I think that he dying with the lie because he's being taken care of. They probably told him some shit like if your mama somewhere, nigga, we don't know what them people told that man because we know that them people told the lady on the stand a whole bunch of shit, and then when they didn't give her what she wanted, she was ready to flip. You see what I'm saying? So we don't know what the fuck they telling him. That man is sitting in I forgot, I think Miami or wherever the fuck allegedly with some white man. Who is this white man? Who is the nigga that you staying with, nigga? You get what I'm saying? So that was set up because nigga, you come
A
from nothing.
handler.
A handler to be in his ear every night. They sitting in there drinking wine. Buddy telling him what to do. This is what you got to do. And then I don't know what else happened after that, but I'm just saying. I'm just saying, nigga. And that is all set up by an individual, allegedly, in the middle with 100 in his name. That is all of these things. His name comes up when it comes to money, come to paying off. Listen to Spoon. He came over there, gave everybody money, got an Airbnb. What the lady say on the stand? I got $5,000 for what? Airbnb. Same shit, bro. Like you have to just all you got to do is listen. They tell on themselves when they get on that shit. They start to talk and they trying to be solid, but they're telling on themselves. And then when you look at the other person, it's the same thing. Oh, Airbnb and money. Oh, the nigga pull up with Airbnb and money with a big ass security guard and a pistol in his. You get what I'm saying? So
Yeah,
you know
I get it.
Okay.
I get it, but I'm just trying to figure out how is he gonna have all that in jail? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I feel you, Marie.
How old is he? 19? 20?
No, he's 24 now.
Okay, but bruh,
Yeah, he actually a couple months older than Melly. He was birthday in January '99.
Yeah, but bruh come from that type of shit. Like he come from nothing though.
So yeah, but his main.
But the whole point. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
I just want to say this because I get where audio going, but his main objective, his main motive for doing all this is to have a better life. Is to have these things that he see that he can have if he keep it real. As far as like being a rapper, being with Track and them, getting this money, being with Melly, out with Melly, touring and all of this, but he ain't gonna get it if he don't.
Okay, so that's okay. So when the handler is sitting there and he telling them, "You gonna get this, you gonna get that, don't trip," because look at what he posted on IG. He said, "What he say? The blogs or something? Y'all crazy? Y'all
The media always blowing shit up out of proportion or some shit like that. Basically,
okay,
what
boom.
he was implying.
So if I was if I had a lot of sense to myself, I would be looking at this shit and I'd be shaking in my britches.
Yeah.
I wouldn't even post the shit. But
Yeah.
somebody told him to post that because they got him on the program. And then once they get rid of him, nigga, you got rid of. Look at the lady on the stand. She thought that she wasn't getting no more money, and she was saying, "I'm fuck that, nigga. It's up." You don't think that another bag came? Another bag came for her to get up there and say what she said, bro.
Another bag came for sure.
Okay, then, bro. Like, but
Yeah.
we don't have to give Bortlan another bag. He's 24 years old, nigga. We just got to buy him some more Balenciaga and shit. He be all right. You know what I'm saying? So
But
he don't get it.
I guess I feel you because he damn sure seems like he is that dumb. He definitely seems like he's that dumb.
Bro, he's a driver in a thing. That's it.
That's
it. Nigga's a driver. He never made music with Melly and him. He wasn't part of the split of the money. When Spoon said on Law and Crime, 2,000 going here, 1,000 whatever going here, 2,000 going here, 2,000 and 1,000. He wasn't a part of that.
I'm gonna tell y'all this. I'm going to celebrate when that nigga go to jail. I'm telling you this right now because he is a goddamn fool. I'm going to celebrate. I'm telling you, I might have me 2 or 3 strippers on behind me while I'm doing my blog. I might have a couple strippers on a pole, the portable poles. I might just have them back there, just dancing back there, because I'm gonna have me a party. I'm gonna be like Shannon Sharp. I'm gonna have me a Black and Mild and goddamn me a little bottle of liquor, goddamn me. Because this is the goddamn dumbest motherfucking captivity if he die on this goddamn hill.
Hey, I got a question. Let me ask John Doe. John Doe, like, how you feel about this though? Like, where I'm coming from with how young he is.
No, I feel you. I feel
you.
I'm
talking to my bad, Marie. I'm asking John Doe.
Go ahead.
My bad.
Go ahead.
No, I'm asking you, like, how do you feel about what I'm saying about how young he is, and he with an individual, and then he's just trying to stick to the code. Like, how do you feel about, like, what do you think is going to happen? Honestly.
All right, so audio. I can't disagree with you at all, bro. He young, his mind is impressionable. He's all about the clout, and I get it. I agree with you 100%. 100%. So my question to you guys is, what do you guys think about Track? Do y'all think he police or what? What do y'all think?
I'm gonna
Yep,
say,
simple answer.
like,
That what
I
that
had,
nigga, that what that nigga Bortlan finna have on right there. That goddamn little jail outfit right there. You see that little motherfucker right there? That he finna have on.
Yep,
Hey, Marie,
that's gonna
don't
be
go
his
on that
outfit
bullshit.
every day.
Go ahead though, y'all. I'm listening. What you say about Track? Go ahead, answer the question. I'm listening, y'all.
Yeah, track the police. I believe he's a federal agent, honestly.
All right, so did y'all guys hear that that live that what's his name? AK-47 was talking about Track? Like, I'm telling you, I feel in my heart, this is my honest opinion. Track is like you said, mama, he's a federal agent, bro. I'm telling you. Think about this. Track name have came up too many times. For God's sake, he rented the car. For God's sake, his name is all over the phone records. For God's sake, he gave the police the phone and said Melly, it was Melly's phone. You think those people didn't put that? You don't think those people see that?
Yeah, but like I said, it's still not evidence in the trial. Now, if you are a good jury member, put it this way: if I was on the jury, even me right now, knowing everything that I knew about this case, I would not let none of that come into consideration. The only thing that I could judge on is what was presented to me because I want to be fair to the defense. So a good jury member is not going to take all this stuff into account. Yeah, they see it, they know it, they've heard it, they've talked about it, but you still not supposed to. Not saying that they will or won't. I don't
But,
know. I'm not on the jury, but
but
you're still not supposed to take any of that stuff into account when you're
yeah,
doing deliberations. And
I,
this
I
is for
100.
somebody's life. So for me, myself personally, if I'm on a death penalty jury, I'm not taking this shit lightly
All right, so
because I don't want to put somebody who doesn't deserve to be on death row and possibly lose their life. So I'm not going to take any of that shit into consideration unless it comes into evidence.
I,
That's
I
me.
I agree, but you have to understand, what is it, like 9 females on the jury? And you have to understand, and this is my personal belief, females are very emotional. They're not logical like men are. And they hearing all this stuff. They hearing all this stuff from their friends. They looking at all this stuff. I'm telling you, that matters.
Ah, that's a lie because I'm logical as hell and I'm nowhere near
Okay,
being a man.
yes, you are. But the average female is very emotional. 2 people died.
The average woman is not very emotional.
Yes,
That's a
they are.
stereotype. That's a stereotype. That's a
well,
stereotype like hell.
Tanel, check this out though. Like, I think what he's trying to say is like the average female that gets picked for a jury. Because remember, you got to go over and ask them a bunch of questions. They don't know about rap. They don't know about this. They're really not connected to what us up here on this panel and you per se is. You get what I'm saying? Where you can understand a little bit because you from Chicago, you know about uh Duck and Bond. You because you looked at that. But these people are not supposed to have any privy to any of that. You get what I'm saying? So they will be like they're supposed to have a clear mind. That's what what they're supposed to give the 12 people is supposed to give us. You get what I'm saying? But when like when Marita said they go home, that fucked me up. Like if they not what is it sequestered again?
Hmm.
That's tough. That's tough. That's tough in itself to just have to like not be able to look online to see it's being recorded. You see the cameras in there to go see if they seen you because you still got to go back to your regular life. So I can understand where you're coming from. You know
Hey,
what I'm saying? I just think you're talking about the 12.
hey, audio.
I still don't buy that whole the average female is so emotional, can't control her emotions and shit. That's a stereotype. Just because you used to dealing with hood chicks who don't know how to control themselves, don't mean that everybody like that.
Oh, hey, mama, hey. I'm almost 40, and that's one thing I don't do. I don't do hood females at all. So you ain't got to worry about that. But what I'm saying is, out of your crack, hey, you right, my boy. You are 100% right. I'm telling you, this guy, he smoked turkey tails, bro.
You said smoked turkey tail. God, I ain't never had turkey tail, but continue. Continue.
Norbit have. That's turkey ass.
I ain't never had that.
You never seen
I
the movie
don't want.
Norbit? You never seen the movie Norbit? That's all he eat, turkey ass.
Yeah, I'm good. But I hear you though, bro.
You know, no, I think it's just that women express their emotions differently than men. Men choose one emotion, that's anger. Either y'all cool or y'all mad. That's it. We
Okay,
have
let
a
me ask you.
variety of emotions we choose.
Let me
That's
ask you
all.
this, Tanel. So then, do you see that why they picked 9 women jurors? Then
My
Oh, I
point.
know it was.
okay,
I know it was to play up the whole sadness of the case. I know that, but
okay.
that doesn't mean that we can't be logical and
Hold on.
emotional at the same time.
Hold on. I gotta play.
No,
I gotta play devil's advocate here. Those jurors weren't just picked by the prosecution. Let's give the defense credit too. They saw something in those women too that they wanted them on the jury as well.
absolutely, absolutely.
Yeah, for the sympathy for the defense. Oh, look at the poor little boy. He couldn't be at that. Look at it.
So that's what I'm
You
saying. Now,
know,
just
yeah,
because it's
they
not
wanted to play the emotion both ways. I'm not
right,
saying that they wouldn't.
right.
But my whole point is just
Well,
because we
well, they
have
said that
emotions and
though,
we
Tanel.
communicate our emotions more than other people, quote unquote men, doesn't mean we can't be logical at the same time.
Yeah,
Because
No,
yeah.
trust me, I can be emotional as hell.
I
But
agree.
I
the
I agree.
first thing
absolutely,
I am is a logical person.
Right.
I
And you
absolutely
just
believe you are a logical person, but you just. I'm not gonna say contradicted yourself, but you just said it though. You just said that.
yeah, I can
Yes,
be
you.
emotional. You're supposed to be. I'm human.
Yeah. So that's why the 9 to the rest to the men, so that they're trying to play
Hold on.
either on either
Hold
side.
on.
You
Hold
get
on.
it? So
Hold on.
because
I
Hold on.
don't
that.
contest that at all.
Hold
I'm
on.
Okay.
Hold
not
on.
Okay.
saying
Okay.
that's
Okay.
not my
Okay.
issue with what I'm saying.
Hold on.
Okay.
Hold
What
on.
I'm saying is don't discount women out of the thing and saying the only reason they're up there is because of people wanting to play on their emotions in the
No,
case.
we
Hold
absolutely
on. Hold on.
No,
understand.
Hold on. Hold on. Hold
they're
on.
logical too. If
Hold
they
on.
weren't,
Yeah,
trust,
Hold
they
on,
I
hold
wouldn't
on,
have
agree.
been
hold
picked.
on, hold on, hold on. Time out, time out, time out. I'm gonna split the baby here. I'm gonna split the baby here. I agree with both sides, but I'm gonna show you what's going on here. I think it's more in the middle than it is. All women are emotional. Let me tell you why. As we can see nowadays, especially with these young men and now that we got now, they are very fucking emotional.
They more emotional than the damn women. Shit.
Listen. If it ain't the pills, if it ain't the goddamn Molly, if it ain't the goddamn trauma that they have, that these motherfuckers emotional than a motherfucker. So
Hell, what? Why? I mean, seriously though, why do you think these men are killing their spouses at a higher
I
rate
was
than has
about
ever
to
happened
say
before in
that.
history?
I
right,
was about to say that,
if it
mama.
ain't if it ain't
Because they can't control their damn emotions and communicate. That's the
I
problem.
agree.
that's why I say I'm gonna split it down the middle because I think it's more down the middle than it is just straight all the way. You know what I mean?
No,
And I'm a
these
man.
damn young boys is emotional as fuck. They
I
can't do
agree,
shit
mama.
without.
They growing up without daddy, so they ain't got nobody to
Right.
teach them
So
how to be stoic, So yeah, it's about 50-50 right now. I ain't gonna even
yeah,
cap.
you can't even, as a woman right now, you can't even turn down a man for a date without him being emotional and getting all in his feelings and ready to kill you. What the
They
fuck is
Ain't
that
that
about?
disgusting? Ain't that disgusting?
You
they
know, so
Can I
nah,
say this?
it
Can I say this for
don't
the
just
record though?
say that the women all emotional. No, the men is fucked up too.
Hey,
Let
Nah.
me say this. Let me say
Listen,
this for the record,
hey,
please.
I
Please.
apologize, mama, and
Yeah. Let me say
you
this
are
for the record.
100% correct.
Yes, let me say this for the record. I also apologize. I didn't mean it that way. That's why I kept saying for the 12, they're just zeroing in on the certain women that they're trying to find. I'm not. There is zillions of women in the world, and I'm not speaking for no women because I'm not a woman. So I apologize. That's all I'm gonna say. I didn't
But
mean it
that's my
in no
whole thing. You know,
disrespectful.
that whole blanket statement of women are emotional. No, because when you say that, that's a stereotype that you done put on all women. And
Hey,
all women ain't like that.
hey, I apologize. I said I was sorry. Hey, That's my fault. I agree with you.
Like we said before,
I
you can't
second that.
you can't unring a bell. So just because you apologize, don't mean that I have to accept your apology or be okay with you said it. I accept your apology, but I'm still not okay with that's how you said it. No, that's offensive as hell.
And I'm sorry if I offended you in any way. It wasn't.
That's like me getting up here saying all black men are criminals. That's not true.
I'm a criminal.
But all black men aren't.
You ain't no damn criminal. You a former criminal.
You're a reformed criminal.
Let nigga off the hook. There we like.
He's a repeat offender.
I did not mean it that way. Let me off the hook. Goddamn, because I'm here. Shit,
I'm trying to get off the hook too, Audio.
I see. Listen. I seen y'all sliding down that goddamn slope. That's why I ain't saying goddamn thing.
I ain't gonna never listen, nigga. I've been married for 23 years.
Hey, Dream Dog.
It ain't no way that I'm a disrespectful woman.
Hey, Dream Dog. I seen that going down that motherfucker. I wasn't going with him.
Hey, Marita boy.
Let me say
hey, why
this,
you
man.
didn't stop me when I was going down that slippery slope?
I've been married for 23 years, and there's no way I would disrespect my wife. I don't disrespect women. So let me, like I said, I apologize if you felt any disrespect from that. Straight up.
We good. We good.
Cool.
Hey, Marita boy, why you didn't stop me when I was sliding down that slippery slope?
All I know is I be knowing how not to make my old lady mad. So I ain't finna go down that shit with you.
I thought we was dialoguing.
Hey, listen, you supposed to.
I digressing.
I don't sleep with no niggas, so I already be knowing. I know when to jump off the boat. I see what we're going.
Hey, Marita boy, you
nigga,
supposed to be my Florida boy, man. You supposed to stop.
You kept pumping it up though. You kept asking too, nigga. Take your accountability.
Hey, Audio. You see how Marita boy got us looking crazy out here?
I'm telling you, you heard that nigga kept saying, "Go ahead, Audio." What did you say, John Doe?
Go ahead, John Doe. I agree, John Doe.
I agree, but I disagree. Type shit. What the fuck?
Go ahead, John Doe. Go ahead.
I apologize.
Nigga, I'm sitting here watching y'all watching the subscribers. That's all I'm okay. I'm like shit.
It's your platform.
I'm like shit, Jerry.
Yeah, man.
You ain't shit. You ain't shit, Marita boy.
I told y'all ain't shit. I've been told y'all ain't shit.
Bro, like, nigga, I've been married for a long time, bro. Like, trust me, I don't disrespect women. So, like I said, I apologize if you felt disrespected.
Yeah, me too, Audio. Like, I apologize too. You know, she accept my apology, but hey, like she said, don't make things right. I get it.
Yeah, so that's why I keep saying it, because I understand that, nigga. I be on the couch for 2 weeks, nigga. Fucked up.
Right.
I be knocking on the door. She be like,
right.
So, I get it, nigga. Like, I ain't trying to be on the couch. That's
boy, you know how many lotion bottles I got next to my bed, boy?
Yeah, I already knew what was going on. I had a flashback when y'all doing that shit. I said, let me be quiet.
No, you weren't quiet.
I tried to help y'all. I said I tried to help y'all.
No.
Yeah, because he said almost split the baby.
Yeah.
He did.
I tried to help y'all.
No,
he said almost split the baby. You're right.
He said that after he lit us a flame.
That's all I'm saying, John. Though that nigga, he did it after we done already.
No, y'all walked out on that plane totally by yourselves on your own volition. Don't be trying to blame nobody else.
You could have just talk over us, nigga.
Hey,
nigga.
Damn, nigga, just mute our mics or something, sir.
Damn, what's wrong with you, nigga? But whatever.
You're right, Dream Dog. Marita did. He did try to throw him a bone with. He said he gonna split the baby and say about these emotional ass young boys. Didn't? Yeah, he did.
I seen it going down. I'm telling you. Now.
He did. He tried to throw y'all a bone. No, y'all. Y'all walked out on that plane all by y'all damn self.
Can we please move on? It was a positive. We was in our group.
Listen, and I knew that's where it was gonna end up. Can we please stop? Can we please move on?
You know how I tell white people, come on now. I'm sorry. I didn't mean it. She ain't trying to hear it. But let's move on.
I've been there plenty of times.
Y'all do shit to piss a woman off and then want to move on when she get mad. See, that's the goddamn problem right there. Don't ignite a flame if you ain't got a fucking fire extinguisher next to you, niggas. But anyway, moving on.
Gotta be. Hey, Tanel.
I
Hey,
can dig it.
hey, Tanel. Gotta be in there finding their own food to eat and cook it.
Right.
This nigga still doing the same thing, John. No,
Hey, listen. All right. Hey,
this nigga
so
ain't stopped though.
hey, so do y'all think
Yes,
Track will be called into witness?
That's my nigga. Absolutely.
He's on the list.
Go ahead, Janelle.
He's on the list, so we'll see.
Hey,
I
Audio, you
hope
see
so.
how? Hey, Audio, you see how I just switched
I
that shit
love
up,
it,
my
my
boy?
nigga. You switch lanes quick.
A little too late though.
Dog. See,
Hey, Marita
this
boy,
nigga
whose side
steady
you on, my nigga?
I mean,
bro, this I'm taking. I'm out of here after this. Nigga.
Hey,
After this
Marita
night,
boy, hey, he ain't on our side, Audio.
nah, my nigga.
I am on y'all side.
Oh man, this you should at least help us, nigga. Help us, bro. We fucked up right now.
because I promise you, no, I'm serious. Like I've seen some of the most emotions come out of a man that I have never seen in my life before, and I'm sitting up here looking at him like, quit acting like a bitch. So, it's not just us. Y'all do that shit too. Y'all getting y'all feelings to just be a different way.
So, hey,
Absolutely.
let
And
me
like
ask
I
you
said,
something.
it's a communication thing. That's all.
I
Because
agree.
I'm gonna tell you how I feel. Men get in their feelings and don't want to say shit. And then when we ask you about it and you still don't want to say shit, that's when we get an attitude because you're not communicating with us.
Yeah. So let me ask you something. Do you think by Melly doing all that, do you think that's gonna influence the jury at all? The way he's doing all that stuff, you think that's gonna influence them at all, even though they wasn't in there to see that?
They
It
saw some.
might, but
They
you
saw some
know,
of it, didn't they? They ain't
yeah.
seen none of it. They ain't seen none
No,
of that
they
shit.
saw a little bit, but not everything that we've seen watching the
Right.
trial on TV.
Right. They
You
probably.
know, what they've seen, it might, but it shouldn't because you cannot convict a man to death on his behavior in a courtroom.
Well, I
You have
will
to
say this.
realize he's under a whole bunch of stress. That's
Well,
why even me, as much as I can't stand Melly and what he did, I even give him some grace with his behavior because one, that man been locked in a box by himself for damn near 4 years straight. He ain't been around people. You lose social skills when that
Yeah.
hey, listen,
situation comes
listen,
about.
hey,
So you
hey,
don't even know
listen,
how to act being in a room full of people no
listen.
more. He hasn't talked to family. Let me finish. He hasn't talked
Right.
to family and friends in months and months and months. He hasn't had phone privileges. He hasn't been able to write letters back and forth and shit. So he's just happy to see his family.
All right, I get it.
So
Let me
yeah,
tell
he
you.
gonna smile and laugh and shit and talk to him. I would too. So
Hey,
I give him a little bit of grace with his behavior, but should it influence the jury? Absolutely not.
all right. So
Will it? It might.
hey, we totally different, mama. Because if I'm facing a double murder charge, I don't give a damn how long I've been locked in a box. My life is on the line. It's nowhere in hell I'm finna get out there blowing kisses and smiling and all that. I'll be depressed in a motherfucker. It ain't nowhere in hell I'll be up there all jolly and stuff at all. And that's just me and you. We different.
But did y'all see him in that interrogation room video? This dude is on some other shit. I don't know what be up with this motherfucker,
Yeah,
man.
hey, look, that boy is
I
crazy.
don't know what the fuck he got going
Did you
on,
see that when
y'all.
that nigga was
That
doing
too.
the shooting gun motions when you in there
Yeah.
to shoot?
Man,
Nigga,
that nigga with
Yeah.
that
that
shit
nigga
fucked me up.
that
I
nigga with
said,
the slap
Yeah.
boss and the
I
slap
But you
always
boss.
thought
know,
he was two different niggas. I always
that
thought
too
he was
though.
crazy.
That too.
I don't know.
You know, and then you have to realize he got ADHD. That's been diagnosed and confirmed, and bipolar disorder, which has been diagnosed and confirmed. So he's not operating with a normal, regular brain. Plus, you remember when you get locked up, whatever age you get locked up, you get stuck right there for a good minute
I agree.
until you get out and are able to mature and get past that trauma of being in prison or in jail. So he was 19 when he got locked up. He might be 24 years old physically, but mentally that boy's still 19. Can you remember what you were like when you were 19?
Yep. So let me ask something. So I agree with you. So my thing is, why the defense didn't plead insanity?
Because he's not crazy.
How the fuck you not crazy if you doing all this shit back then?
Because insanity pleas really it boils down to whether you were in the midst of a psychological break and you didn't realize what you were doing was wrong at the time. He's not insane.
Let me
No, he
say
ain't
this.
insane. Hey,
He
look, but
doesn't
hey,
qualify
Let me
under an
ask you.
insanity plea.
hey, I figured out. I
Wait,
figured.
let me answer your question though, Marita.
Okay, go ahead.
You asked the question. You said why they ain't. Okay, so look, maybe they didn't plead insanity because the defense felt like they had enough to beat the case.
Yeah,
That too.
yeah,
Think about it, bro. Like,
yeah.
they're not gonna do that. They're gonna take extreme measures if they're trying to get a person off death row. You know what I'm saying? They're trying to kill this young man, right?
Mhm.
They're trying to kill him. So the defense is gonna take. I don't give a fuck what it is, nigga. With any little crevice or crack, they don't ask no questions. They ask one question. They say they rest their case. You know what I'm saying? Shit like that. Like it ain't like they're really ready to go. But I know they're ready to go. And I'm just hoping that the young lady got something in her fifth pocket and she ready to go. You know what I'm saying? Because
Yeah.
shit looking crazy.
Hey, this
Hey,
my thing.
hey, hold on. Before you say that, I want to tell y'all what he was doing in that room when he was doing all that crazy shit. I figured it out, right? So you remember he had done realized that he was going to jail. Remember, he said, "Man, y'all might as well go and take me on to the detention center, man." He was asking them where the jail at. They were like, "You got to go to Fort Pierce and stuff like that." That nigga was getting his shit together. That nigga knew he was gonna have to fight when he got that motherfucker. So he was shadow bossing them jits in there. You know what I'm talking about? You know what I'm talking about? That's what he was doing.
Hey, Marita boy, this my thing. I can't wait, and this probably me being petty, but I can't wait till the horizontal Mondo come out.
The horizontal mambo. I want to see what motherfucking Al Prophet, because if you go look at Al Prophet made a video yesterday saying
I seen it.
Melly was in a 3-way love homeboy triangle. I don't
Hey,
know.
but check this
But
out.
hey,
Though.
Marita boy,
Let
you
me ask
really
y'all.
believe
Let
that?
me ask y'all all this though. There has never. I don't. It's a possibility that the depositions will not be read in court
Yeah.
because
Yeah.
you understand, because she tried to read the deposition of the other lady, but she couldn't really get. She read some things, but the jury wasn't in there, and then
Well,
they
that
like
wasn't
said,
the deposition. That was just the statement.
okay, a statement from the police, but
Yeah.
Yeah.
yeah,
And
but
she
is it
retracted that. That's the only reason why they can't read it, is because she retracted it. If they
understand?
haven't
Right.
retracted the statement,
No,
then it's admissible to evidence.
She's
no, I get
right.
all that
She's
because of
right.
the laws in Florida. You know what I'm saying? As long as I say I don't remember that in Florida, that's what I learned. In Florida, then you don't you can't be held responsible for that. But what I'm saying
Mm-hmm.
is like it's a possibility the depositions that Marita Boy read and was privy to and to see on the clerks of court, they're not going to really be read, because the only way they'll be read is if the individual, which is the witness that said it, was in court. You get what I'm saying? So if you don't get no Withers or you don't get no all these other niggas or Mills, then these things are not going to be, they're not going to be read in court. And if they are read in
Mm-hmm.
court and said, the jury will not be in there. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. So
But
we got to see, that's the reason why we are over here understanding really what's going on, because we got to read the shit. We got to see it. But in court, it's a whole different monster. You got to be able to set it up to be able to bring the witness, and he has to agree to this, because I never knew that Florida didn't let you admit to what you did or said prior. It's the second thing that you said. You get what I'm saying? So whatever the last thing you said, the next one, as long as you say you don't remember, is not admissible. That's crazy.
Yeah, because I remember the Tory Lanez trial vividly. Kelsey made a statement that night of the incident, and then she got on the stand and tried to recant that statement, and they went back and got her original statement and read that bitch in court. And that's California though. So yeah.
Yeah, that shit crazy. Like I just didn't know that. Like I said, I don't know everything. I just be watching. So I didn't know that. So it makes the shit it just be making shit more difficult to understand. So I can understand how a person could feel some way one day, and then the next day you could feel another way because you hear something else. You know what I'm saying? Like
which is why I keep saying this prosecution needs to bring it, because she needs to get these jury members on her side and keep them there. Because the defense is great. I'm not going to ever deny his defense team. Them motherfuckers are bad.
Yeah, they're
Yes.
pretty good.
So this is just me being a conspiracy theory, right? What if
wait, before you do that,
how
bro, let me say salute to y'all, because I gotta get up at 7 in the morning, go to work.
Okay.
Yeah.
All
Yeah.
right.
All right,
Salute to
audio
everybody.
man. I appreciate you, man. I
Good
appreciate
night.
having you.
All right, bet. Good night.
all
Good
right,
night.
big
All right,
dog.
bro.
All
All
right,
right, bro.
salute.
Salute, bro. Salute. Go ahead, Jonathan.
So, what is it?
All right, so back to what I was saying. So in my conspiracy world, what if this probably not the case, but what if somehow they paid the prosecutors off? How would y'all feel about that?
I mean, what you mean? How would we feel about it? Of course, I would be. I don't like it. I want this motherfucker. I want justice for my homeboy. I want justice for Juvie. I want justice for the family. I want justice for Sack Chaser Mama and Sack Chaser. So I wouldn't like it, but I'm saying is that do I think that these motherfuckers paid the prosecutors off? No. But would it surprise me? No, not with what they did, brother. I don't think they did though.
Yeah, I don't think so either. I was just throwing something out there because you got to understand, money is the root of all evil. And if I throw you and your family, Marita boy, $4-5 million, I'm pretty sure you'll shut the fuck up too.
No, I wouldn't.
I can't be bought though.
My integrity, you can't buy me.
Yeah, I can't be bought though.
Okay, y'all can't be bought, but the average motherfucker could.
Right, definitely.
Go ahead.
Because a lot of people, I mean, like you gotta think about this too, right? So I'm gonna show you how much I can't, how I feel, my integrity is. I really feel that way about life. Think about this. A lot of people I don't know if people done thought about this, but I'm putting myself in danger of speaking out against track and all of them and doing all this shit like I am. These motherfuckers know who I am.
Oh, they gonna get you. They gonna get you.
No, they gonna get me because I got God. But I'm saying I understood this before I started on this journey. You feel what I'm saying? So you know what I'm saying? So now the bitch came by me. Like I know what it is. You know what I mean? I done assessed the whole scenario. You feel me?
Hey. Yeah, because you could have easily, not even just for the money, just for your safety, just shut up because you didn't want to be involved.
Exactly.
And didn't want to put yourself at risk for anything happening.
Exactly.
But because of your integrity and your, fighting for what's right and what's fair and what's just, you wouldn't let them shut you up, even with all the money and power they have on your side. I get what you're saying. Shit. Fuck them niggas.
Fuck them niggas. Exactly.
So, Marita boy, do you remember months ago? I was in the chat. I'm telling you, hey, you and Spoon finna blow up, man. Like this finna be a big topic, man. Look at it, y'all blowing up, man, right in front of my eyes. G,
really?
Yeah, y'all blowing up for real, bro. Let me tell you.
I know Spoon is for show.
Listen, that's what I'm saying. Like I don't know. I think I'm doing the regular same shit.
No. Let me tell you.
You've gained some subscribers, but no, not the way Spoon has. He's really, he's hit the ground running.
Right.
Listen. Marita boy put Spoon on. Spoon boy blew up. You don't think Spoon finna bring his nigga with him?
Of course
he is. But I'm just saying, as far as looking at the statistics of it, and how it's gone, Spoon has blown up real fast with all of it.
Yeah,
man. For God's sake, Spoon been on Law and Crime and everything. For God's sakes, DJ Academics got Marita boy and Spoon on that thing. You don't think DJ Academics subscribers went and checked out both of them boys?
Probably,
yeah, but I'm looking at how the subscriber count looks. Just because they came over here and checked it out, don't mean they subscribed and stayed. That's what I'm talking about.
Right.
When you're talking about somebody blowing up, you're talking about their subscribers going up, their money going up, their views going up. And yes, his views have gone up, but not at the rate that Spoon had. That's all I'm saying.
I agree.
Spoon had what? He had a video with 7,000 some views in a matter of a couple of hours the other day. And Marita Boy's videos ain't doing the same type of numbers his are yet.
No.
And I'm speaking into an existence. Yes, they will.
But I'm gonna say this though. I thought about this the other day when Academic did have me and Spoon on when he first put it on there, and I was happy about it for like an hour, and then I thought about it. I was like, you know what? I don't really care about the going viral thing. Not with this particular situation. This shit is personal. Like now for some more shit when we blogging and talking about some more shit that some hot topics and all that shit and some rappers and all that shit. That's cool. But for this one right here, I don't really. It ain't about that for me, and I want a motherfucker. I want justice. God damn it, you feel me? I want my homeboy hurt, the family's hurt, and goddamn it, I got children, and I'm a parent, and I just don't like what these motherfuckers are trying to get away with, and I don't give a damn. I want justice. You feel me? It's personal. This one here personal.
Yeah, I completely understand. So I just want to say one thing personally, Marita boy. you know, on Father's Day when you was talking about your kid and stuff.
Yeah.
Boy, you had a nigga crying. Boy, I ain't like that.
Man, listen, man. I just be sharing how I really feel. It be real. My shit be real. Y'all see it. I let y'all in on my world. You know what I mean? And I did that on purpose because I wanted my story to be told, but at the same time, I used to listen. I watch a lot of bloggers, and I realized I don't know shit about them motherfuckers. I don't know a goddamn thing about them. You know what I'm saying? Like I know a little bit where they from, but I don't know really a lot about them at all. And I figured, I was like, damn, well, like if people know about you, if they know your story or they know more about you, then it probably help them connect more with you. You know what I'm saying?
Because I got on here and did a whole biography the other night when it was just me and you, didn't I?
Yep, that's me and you. We were talking like we was on the phone just by
Yeah,
ourselves.
right.
Yeah.
Because I don't even think you did no shout outs or nothing when we got off. We just got off the stream like we was hanging up the phone from each other.
I'm gonna tell you something too, Tanel. I don't think it was recorded either. I think the stream cut off on us too.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I think that was
Okay.
that was that long one. That was that like 17-hour one.
No, not that one. The one, where was it? It was a couple days ago.
Okay, it might
Where Dream Doll she was on there. It was me, you, and Dream Doll, and then she got off.
Oh, it might still be
You
on
had,
there.
yeah, I think it is, because you had asked me a question, something about my childhood or whatever, and I just started talking about, my whole life. So, you asked me where I was from originally, and I told you, basically, how I got to Houston, and the difference between my lifestyle in Houston and what was going on at home up in the Midwest and whatnot, and I told you about my disability and my illness and all of that, so. Because we were talking about how, we as a community have come together to rally around Spoon. And, we built the platform off of that. But, and we support him and we support each other, but we don't really know each other's stories individually. So I was just, sharing with you my life story. But yeah, it's crazy that you listen to these bloggers and stuff, and like somebody like me who's on your platform regularly, but you just don't know nothing about them. Like a lot of people, you don't even know their real name because they're using what they call it, some made up name that they use, as a screen name or whatever. You don't even know their real name. So yeah, it's good that you thought enough to bring us into your world. And let us know who you are, because it just makes you connect to you as a person, not just a screen name.
Right. Right. I agree, man.
Like, I'm not gonna say your real name. I know it.
Yeah,
but it makes me connect to you as your real name.
They gonna find a motherfucker out of here eventually anyway. You know how the internet is.
But if you ain't said it, I ain't gonna say it. I know it because I peep game. But
yeah, I know it too.
Yeah, if it makes me connect to the person, not just Marita Boy. You know what I mean?
Right.
So I hope you connected to Neil, and not just.
I definitely did. You see, you don't be noticed. Listen, I be calling you up on purpose. I know what I be doing. I know what I be doing. And I appreciate you too, John Doe TV, because I seen you over there fighting for me when the motherfuckers over there trying to slander my name.
Speaking of that.
Hey, we ain't trying to call it no beef now. Don't get too, you know what I'm saying? But go ahead. I know.
All right, no.
I know what you're saying, and I know.
So you know how I feel, right?
Yeah, I know how you feel.
Okay,
I know how you feel.
I'm gonna leave it as that. Then.
But I'm gonna just say, I'm gonna say that because they do be watching my what's the names, and they be, you know what I mean? They'll come back and say little shit, and it seems like it's dying down now. So I'm gonna let it go,
All right, hey, I just want you to know I got your back.
But I appreciate you though. I appreciate you because I sure seen you over there, and you didn't know I seen you. Like you was, that's what got me. I was just waiting in the weeds, and I was just looking at the live, and I seen you down there. I said, "Damn, my boy down there fighting for me, boy." You know what I'm saying? And that meant something to me. I was like, okay, that's real there.
Hey,
but that's because we've connected with you as a person, not just. The content that you put out. You know what I mean? You're more than a content creator. You're a human being. And we connect to the human side of you. And I think that's important. A lot of people who are content creators don't see that.
Right. I appreciate that.
And like I said, after my boy went through all that, they was dragging his name through the mud with all that paperwork and stuff. And then the first day when everything came out, I was like, "Pop your shit, big bro, pop your shit." And he got to talking and shit. I was so proud, dog, as a little bro.
Yeah, man, I appreciate it. I would look. I popped a little shit that day because I was vindicated and I was upset inside. But I was like, but I'm learning. I'm learning how this YouTube thing going and how the people are or some of the people are because I don't want to stereotype nobody. And I'm learning how some of the people are, and I'm learning as I go. That's why I'm gonna tell y'all no lie. That's why I take solace in my group, the people that I have over here on this channel, because it's sort of like it kind of shelters me from all the rest of that stuff,
Yeah. Hey, I got a question, Marita boy, and I'm not saying no names, but have you got your apology yet or no?
No, that apology ain't gonna come. I been knew that. Yeah,
I'm not saying no names, but you said no.
Yeah, that apology. No, I ain't gonna get it. That apology ain't gonna come. And it's cool. It's cool. Hey man, I know what it was, man. I know what it was. Now that I seen what actually at that time the stuff had time to play, stuff that had time to play out. I see what it was, man. And all we gotta do is just keep going, man. Just keep grinding, keep our nose down, and keep working, and keep going. And keep good people around you, and you'll be all right. You'll be all right, and keep God first, because I don't care what nobody say. I'm fighting. Well, we fighting on the side of what's right, and we know that inside, and that's good enough for me. God sees all.
I agree.
Amen.
Look, I had not seen my son. I had not seen my son in 4 months, and I was talking to people on the chat and talking to Nell and all them about it, and y'all and people telling me, man, be patient, keep your head up, this and that. And now look, I got a chance to see my son today.
You know what? That made me, when I heard you earlier say that, bro, that really touched my heart, because like man to man, like that's something that a man need, especially a man that want to be in his kid life, bro.
Yeah, man. That made me so happy today. I was happy to go to work today. I'm telling you, I was working like a slave, and I ain't care what the boss man. What you want me to do, boss man? Now you want me to do this?
So you was working one of your tree jobs?
Yeah, man. I was so happy, man. I'm telling you, it made my day. I'm still happy. I'm still on cloud now. And I've been watching my son videos all day. On my little lunch break, I replay them and just watch them.
Yeah. And I was it really did. It made my heart smile when you put the video up and, saying that you had seen your baby. Because I know that was something that really hurt you. I'm not even going to say bothered. That hurt you.
Yeah.
That hurt your heart, not being able to have contact with your baby. Because he's a baby. And when I say he's a cutie, oh my God, he's so cute.
Thank you. And I'm gonna tell you this too. Thank you to y'all, because I don't know if y'all realize it, but y'all was helping me cope with that by being on the chat with y'all. That was sort of like my therapy. It was sort of like, keeping my mind out. It was like making me have something to do other than just to sit around and be sad and depressed that I that was going on, because it did bother me. Like I would have my days, like I would definitely have my days where I'd be like, I wake up, like, damn, man, I miss him. I ain't seen him. I ain't get to talk to him. Like I was there. Like I did the whole thing. I got all his mama lived with me, like the whole pregnancy. You know what I'm saying? Lay in the bed beside me. I was there when they cut her stomach open. I stayed in the hospital 9 days. I got all the baby stuff. I did the baby shower. I did the gender reveal. I did it all. You know what I'm saying? He came home from the hospital, came home to my house. You know what I'm saying? I was in there when she had the C-section. I was in there holding the iPad, recording the whole thing. So it was.
And you know what, Marita boy? I respect you as a man. I really do, because it's so many absent fathers that's not around and stuff, and for you to go through all that stuff, man, I really respect you as a man, bro.
Yeah. I respect any man who's going to stand up and take care of his child, because like I ain't shy about saying that, my biological father wasn't there. And it does affect the child growing up. Fortunately, my grandfather, who I call daddy, stepped in and took that responsibility. But, it's still, even as a 43-year-old woman, bothers me that my father, like I said, I haven't talked to him in almost 10 years. As a grown ass woman, that still bothers you, So I commend all the fathers out there who take care of their children like they supposed to, be in their life and be active fathers.
And y'all
And
see,
my heart goes out to any father who wants to be a father and is being denied that.
and y'all see what my mentality is. I'm still going and putting myself on child support. I'm gonna go put myself on child support. She ain't got to put
Yeah.
me on child. I'm gonna do that for my. I'm gonna
Now
do that
that
on
take
my
a
own.
real man. That take
Yeah. I don't want her to take care of my baby by herself. No, like I'm gonna go put myself on. She ain't threatening me with no child support or nothing like that. I'm still gonna go do it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
you
And
know,
it just looks better for you in court when you do that. It
yeah,
shows that I want to be a part of my child's life. That's not just her responsibility, it's mine too.
right,
And just like it's not just her responsibility to, take care of him financially, I
right,
want to be able to help raise my child too. I don't want to be
yeah,
just a paycheck daddy.
yeah.
Yeah,
For
hey
real.
Marita boy, is there any way that y'all can, talk and work out something behind the scenes
I
opposed to
hope,
practicing y'all life, G?
I hope so, man. I hope so. I hope so. But at the same time, I'm gonna just keep praying, and I hope so, man, because I don't want to be me and my kid's mom that passed. We co-parented very well, man. You know what I'm saying? And we became really close friends after we broke up. Like my baby mama who passed, she used to do my girlfriend hair. Like me and my girlfriend to go over her house and play cards with her and her boyfriend. And you know what I mean? Like we would that's where I come from. Like, and we never flirted again. We never tried to hook up behind closed doors. None of that shit. We just was cool raising our children. She'll call me. She'll be like, "Hey, you know what your boy did? That boy did today." I'll be like, "What?" And she'll tell me little stuff. And it was very well. So I know how to do that. So I just hope that I could get to that same place with my kid's mama. And I'll be happy. You know what I'm saying? I'll be happy. That make me happy. You know what I mean? I don't want to be
Yeah.
all. I don't want to be all in your business. I don't want to. I don't care about your boyfriends and none of that. I'm not a jealous type like that. Of course, I didn't want it to end, but now that it's over, I understand that, and I get it. I just want to be a father to my child and help you raise them. You know what I'm saying? That's it. I'm cool with that.
Yeah.
I still got love for my baby mama. I don't hate her at all. You know what I mean? I don't hate her at all. No, and I want her to be happy. I want her to maybe get married and all of that type of stuff. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah.
I totally understand. Hey, off topic. I thought about this. Hey, do you think anything is weird between Melly and that attorney? Because just the chemistry is kind of weird, bro.
People, the female attorney.
Yeah, do you know she went to jail for domestic violence?
Yeah, that was circling the airways a day or so ago. So I'm gonna say this. Do I think anything weird about it? I'm gonna say this, man. When you in jail for as long as that man in jail for, you like women contact. I'm telling you. So I don't know if anything going on behind closed doors, but I'm gonna say this. I'm pretty sure he's enjoying being in that close proximity to a woman. I mean, I would. I mean, I know
because
I know she look like Big Ange, but hey, man, it's a woman still. You know what I mean?
I get it.
And he's probably locked down 23 hours of the day. He's a celebrity.
He is.
You know what I'm
He
saying?
is. It has been for years now.
Right.
Just look at the way she look at him. Look at the way he look at her. Like, it's different, bro.
I mean, he is a celebrity and he do got a couple dollars. So I mean, hey, man, hey, them lawyers be doing a lot of stuff. Look at Young Thug lawyers, even though they're not women, they alleged to have been bringing in drugs for some of the
drugs to him. Yeah.
Some of the co-defendants.
My thing is, I think she's his handler.
I think so too.
And the reason why she's so close to him and all of that is to keep him calm and cool and keep him to act somewhat normal in court, even though he hasn't been. Because I think if she wasn't there to kind of control his ass, he'd be doing more strange shit than he's doing already.
Yep.
And he'd be doing it in front of the jury versus behind the scenes. So
All right. So with that being said, Mama, I need you to elaborate what you mean by handler. Do you think this is deeper than what we see?
When I say handler, I mean that she's the one who was assigned to be closest to him,
like a
as far
babysitter.
as like a babysitter. Yeah,
babysitter.
Yeah. That she's his babysitter. Exactly. She's the one. Although she's his lawyer and she's part of the team, because today was the first time we've ever seen her get up and speak and argue anything. And that's because She's the one who's going to sit there and communicate with him and be his handler, be his babysitter. So you see, when he has notes to write and shit, who is he writing them to? Her, 9 times out of 10. You
All
know,
right.
she's the one who's getting whatever he's got to say to the defense team, and whatever questions he wants to ask, they go through her first. She filters them out to who they need to go to. She's
All
the
right.
one who has the most direct contact with him. I don't think it's anything nefarious going on behind the scenes, but you never know.
All right. All right. So what do you think about that book she had?
I think she was stupid as hell to have it in court and put it up and show the camera like that.
All
But
right.
evil
So
plans and things, yeah, that's exactly what they got over there. Evil plans and things.
all right. So with that being said, do you think that was on purpose she put that book up there, or you think it was accident?
Absolutely.
Yeah, I think it was on purpose.
Absolutely.
I think it was on
She
purpose
did that shit on purpose.
because one thing about them people, especially them high power lawyers, like he got everything. Optics is big, and everything is calculated inside of that courtroom. They everything is calculated. You
But
know what I'm saying?
Marita boy, evil plans. Come on, dog.
I mean,
Yeah, that was. I think she might have done it trying to be funny and for it to be a joke, but it wasn't taken like that. Considering the seriousness of the case, she was fucked up for doing that. But I think she's a fucked up individual for defending his ass. Period. I mean, all of them. I know it's a job, and I know that's what they do. But to me, people like that who defend niggas like that, you a fucked up person in your head to be able to even try to get a person off when you know they guilty, because they know he guilty too.
Yeah, so this is my thing. Oh my God, that black attorney, that black man, he on some other shit, boy.
Oh, the
I
Johnny
fuck with
Cochran
him.
dude, he good. That's why I keep on saying I give the defense team they props. They good as hell. If I ever get in trouble, I need to call them motherfuckers.
However this play out, he has magnified his status in the law community.
Oh
Definitely.
yeah, because trust and believe, everybody paying attention to how he moves.
Listen, Marita boy, when I tell you that black man prosecutor come out and say that was red paint on the wall, he come out and say, "Are you sure that was red paint? Are you sure it wasn't pink paint? Are you sure it wasn't this?" I'm like, Jesus Christ, dude. Now you got me second guessing the colors.
Right.
I told you after his opening statement, he had me second guessing whether Melly was guilty, and I know that motherfucker guilty. Shit.
Listen,
but he's that good. He's that good. That's what I'm saying.
We noticed it from the opening statement. I was like, damn, he good.
Didn't I just say that? I came on here and said it. I said two things about the opening statements. I said, one, I could get up there and give a better opening statement than the damn prosecutor did.
We both said
I know I can.
We both said that.
And two, that if I ever get in trouble, I want that damn offense attorney because he making me think or second guess whether Melly guilty or not.
I agree with you.
Those are the two things I said about the damn opening statement.
And I want to say this too. He doing and think about what he had to work with. He was boxed in. He had to work with Bortlan saying that it was a damn drive-by. He had to work with Melly having a cell phone owning. He had to work with all that bullshit that they had going on, and he still is mounting a formidable defense for this guy.
Hell yeah.
So in front of the world.
Yeah.
So let me ask you something, Mama. Since you're a female, do you think that prosecutor is too emotional as a female for this case? I'm talking to her real fast, Marita boy.
Okay.
Overall, no. I think that Felicia pissed her off, and I think that she might have a history with this judge, and that's why she acting like that with him.
All right, what about
and
you,
I
Marita
think
boy?
Felicia pissed her off.
I don't think she's too emotional. I think she wants to win, and I think she realizes what's hanging in the balance on with this case, and I think she does realize. Listen, them lawyers are competitive, man. They just like athletes. They competitive as hell, and she wants to win. So I think some of that is what we're seeing with the way she's conducting herself when she gets a little bit frustrated or whatever. And I'm gonna say this too now. I'd rather her do what she doing than to do what she used to do. Like I'd rather her try to sneak evidence in and do all kind of sneaky shit. You know what I'm saying? I'd rather her do that than to not do anything. in the face of what she got going, what's in the face of what she's facing, as far as like this lawyer is the defense attorney is a formidable opponent for her. So like to say, you ain't cheating, if you ain't cheating, you ain't trying to win. But I do want her to dial it back some and just and rely on the skills that she has. I know she got them. She graduated from Florida State. She's a state attorney. She handled this case for a reason. So I know she got them. I just want her to just dial it back a little bit and use the skills that she knows she got, instead of throwing dirt in the judge eyes and shit like that.
I got you. All right, so my
Yeah.
next question to both of y'all is, if Melly somehow found guilty, do you think he will win on an appeal with everything that's going on?
I think he will come back on appeal. I think he will.
Yeah, I think he definitely has a great case for an appeal after that shit she pulled with Felicia on the stand.
But do you think he will be able to win the appeal? Because you understand, only 85 to 90% people win on appeals.
I don't think he'll win on appeal, because I think they'll be able to do it all the way over, and it won't be all of these little situations, the mistrial things. And I think okay, so think about this now. If he come back on appeal, he's gonna have to pretty much mount the same defense. He's gonna have to, and I think being that the state will know what his defense gonna be, they'll have a better opportunity at him to beat him on appeal. I think so. So I think he have a great case for an appeal, but appeal just a restart. So once he get that restart, I think that being that they hand done already been shown, because we saw him on this channel and try to figure out a defense for him before the trial started, and we couldn't think of them. And lo and behold, Johnny Cochran reincarnated, came up with one out his ass. So I think this will be the only defense that he will have even on appeal. And I think being that the state will already seen what cards they holding, I think they'll be able to be more prepared for that.
Yeah, I agree.
And his finances will be more depleted on appeal. So who knows what kind of defense
he's right, because we don't know if these lawyers handle appeals. First of all, the lawyer team, the team that he has now, because certain defense lawyers do certain parts. Certain ones only do trials, certain ones do trials and appeals, So we don't know if he would have the same team for an appeal that he has for this trial. But do I think he would be able to come back on appeal, get a new trial, and beat it? No.
Me neither. And let's give an account too. The same people that he paying, he going to have to pay them again. Like I'm talking about Felicia Holmes and all them. I mean, I would ask for more money. Me personally, if I got to get back on and say, hey, I need some more motherfucking money, and who knows if we gonna have that money to pay those people or whatever. So I think and then it'll be more. And another thing, I don't know when you get appeal. I don't know if it go back on the same evidence, but he might get more people willing to speak up and speak out in the next trial. You know what I'm saying? You might. They didn't have Spoon's not involved in this case. Spoon might feel like he wants to be involved in the next case. I don't know. I ain't talked to him about it. But I'm saying, like, I think it's a lot of more variables. I don't think he'll win I don't think he'll win a second trial. Put it that way. I think he may be granted an appeal, but I don't think he'll be winning. I don't think he'll win a second trial. But I'm gonna say this back to what you were saying. I'm gonna piggyback on what you were saying. I do think it is an element of they do want to make him example, and they want to put his ass to death. I think it's the perfect case for Ron DeSantis in the state of Florida to enact that 8-4 death penalty law that he just got it put in effect. So I do think some of that come into play too on the second trial. They ain't put it this way, they don't want to lose. They ain't gonna want to lose.
Right. But I don't think that and I get what you're saying about this, being such a high profile case, and that this is basically a test case for that new law that they just put in
Now,
place.
I agree with you on that.
I
agree.
But I don't necessarily think that just because it's a test case for it, that they're gonna absolutely positively win it.
No.
I don't.
No.
Because they can fumble the bag on this case. Because in my opinion, and I will stick by this, this is a hill I'm willing to die on. The prosecutor is not doing a good job.
Right.
It ain't nothing you can convince me to say otherwise right now. I understand we're still on day 6, but she had a whole 4 goddamn day weekend, goddamn me. And she
Goddamn me.
still come back fucking up.
Right.
It's my thing.
Hey, and I want to say this too. That people asked me this even before the trial started. And people got in the chat and asked me that I think Melly had a chance to win. And I said, yeah, he can win. And I said, they asked me 1%. I said, I think it's 90% he'll get convicted, but 10% chance he'll win. And they asked me why I feel that way. And I say, because I done seen some strange things happen in the courtroom. I said I seen Casey Anthony be her case. I seen OJ be his case. I seen goddamn George Zimmerman be his case. So I have seen strange things happen in the courtroom, and I've been said that. Now, do I think he's going to win this case? No.
Hey,
go ahead.
Let me say something real fast. Out of all those people you name, what do they all have in common? And I'm gonna sit back and wait for you to answer that.
Besides being guilty murderers?
No.
No, go ahead.
They're having high profile lawyers. What?
You just named George Zimmerman, Casey Anthony, and who else you named?
I think I named OJ.
OJ Simpson.
Oh, never mind. Go ahead.
Oh, you're saying that was white? Yeah,
I feel. Well, you know what? OJ thought he was white. That's all he dealt with was white people.
He showed it. Jay-Z came out with the song, A Story of OJ, still a nigga. Still a nigga. Yeah.
He thought he was white. You know, he dealt with all white folks. They remember they had to go in and literally change the damn decor of his house because he ain't had pictures of nobody black up in there.
Right. Hey, but I'm gonna go in this live because I gotta get a little rest because I got a little moving around to do tomorrow. I might not start the trial as it starts. I'm not sure. I might start it as it starts and cause I got a little stuff to do tomorrow. I'll be honest with y'all. I'm actually moving into my apartment tomorrow. So
okay, well, congratulations.
Yeah. Thank you. So but I gotta figure out, am I gonna do it in the middle of the day because I gotta go to work tomorrow, or am I gonna do it in the morning time? But
well, you know what? Handle your business tomorrow. You don't have to stream tomorrow if you don't have time. Shit, we understand. We can just watch the shit on Law and Crime.
I'll let y'all know. I feel like streaming though, but I don't know. I'll figure it out. But I'm gonna go in this live. Shout out to Dream Doll. Shout out to Sophisticated Noodle. Shout out to Chicks 1000, aka Chick 1K. Shout out to Nailborn. Shout out Battalion Bully. Shout out to Nephew for Real. Shout out to Flyboy Michael Foes. Shout out to Audio Crack 22, my guy. Shout out to Spoon. If you ain't subscribed to the channel, go subscribe to Spoonfuls of Game. That's YNW Juve Father on YouTube. Shout out to Unspoken Crime Murders or Unspoken Crime Mysteries. My boy got 2 channels. Shout out to John Doe TV. Shout out to Eddie. Shout out to who else we got in the chat tonight? Who we had in the chat that was rocking with us tonight?
And 411.
Oh yeah, shout out to Ann 411. Glad to have you over here, Ann 411. Appreciate you. Shout out to BJ Blitz. Shout out to Joel Bowles, man. How you doing, Joel? I like when you come up on the panel, man. You welcome anytime. I ain't gonna make this that long, man, because I'm kind of tired and I want to get a couple hours in before daybreak comes. So I appreciate y'all. It was a great conversation tonight. Great panel, man. Great panel, man. I enjoyed y'all. That's why this live even went this long. I wasn't even intending this live go this long, but it was just such great commentary that I was like, man, we got to keep going, man. And you guys asked a lot of great questions, man. That's what this platform for, man. It's for us so we can share our thoughts and and brainstorm and talk amongst each other, man.
Yep. Well, I'm out of here, so you have a good night, and I will see you whenever you on here tomorrow.
Okay, good night. Oh, shout out to King AK47 since we use his content too.
Yeah.
And Stank Feet Bortlan, if you heard this PSA, boy, hey, the clock on you, boy.
Yep, take heed to it, my guy.
For real. All right.
All right then.
Good night.